Yo, 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 yo. Pyramid block from the bottom to the peak. Ash reading lies, truth ain't weak. Naysayers squawking, no news speak. Scheme crumbling, cult shattered, bleak. Promises of wealth, gold feathered truth. Onpassive dreams, scams hollow booth. Eyes unblind, it's time to sleuth. Escape the web, find proof in youth. Time to bounce, leave the cult zone. Scheme falling, let it be known. Naysayers truth on daggers thrown. Ashes kingdom, we're breaking the stone. Digital deceit on passive streets. Scams run deep, feel the beats. Investors cry, no way to eat. Unmasking this fraud, no repeats. Ashes words, smoke screen facade. Promises broken, dreams all charred. We've woken up, we're off guard. Breaking free, cut the cord. Charred, lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Yeah. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Clubbing, blocks falling, schemes broken, ash got them choking, wallet skin stolen. Promises of gold, dreams been molded, naysayers expose lies, truth unfolded. Naysayers in the streets, ash skim unraveled. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Freaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, got you in a daze. Website flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ashes skim unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ashes skim unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Freaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Spinning tales, tales in the dark. Got folks in trance, hypnotized by the spark. Dim truth, peek and find your mark. No riches here, just an empty park. Preaching progress, but reality twisted. Onpassive dreamers, naive and misfitted. Broken promises, karma never resisted. Naysayers can't tell how we existed. Still you'll catch your time.
Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. Onpassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his game wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ashes empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. ain't mine. They say us rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Stop going there.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? Happy FriYAY to my Sayers of Nay. I hope that you're all having a fantastic, fantastic day. It is the day that we get together to go through some Onpassive things that I have not been able to cover, especially over the past couple weeks because I was sick last week, and so we didn't do FriYAY the last time. So I'm happy to be here to celebrate it with all of you today. Alves is in it to scam it, and good thing Mr. Level is here. And so is Jelly Snack saying happy FriYAY. And Ella just popped in. Good to see you, Ella. It's been a little while. And I'm not heard about it. I understand I've been streaming later lately, which means that it's not in your time zone. And so I get it. Also, life's getting a little crazy for everyone right now. Which brings me to over this next month, this upcoming month of December, I am not going to be able to stream as much as usual due to Christmas festivities. So I am going to do my best, but I might be missing some FriYAYs coming up. So just prepare for that. Today is a PA day here, so the kiddos aren't at school, and I am sure that you guys are all still celebrating Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to those that are celebrating it. Turkey Day, say nay. See, like Scam Jan. Hello to all naysayers and unicorns in the world. And so we were talking earlier about how weird it was that they still call themselves a unicorn company when they haven't made any money. It's very interesting. Hello, Angel. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Yay, sayers of nay. So like usual, I think that we should just get right into it. And like usual, we should just start today off on Passive Meme Review. Wasn't as smooth of a transition as I was hoping for, but hey, what are we going to do? Are you going to pull an Ash and disappear for a few weeks? No, I am not. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have much time to put together the FriYAYs. So they might not be as much planned as they have been. Made it, and I'm not in the back seat relying on a hotspot. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. So let's get right into our fantastic meme review. Starts off very lovely. Happy Friday. Good morning, everyone. Onpassive. Again, if I came across this and I didn't know what it was, I would just be like, oh, well, that's nice. Happy weekend, like then I wouldn't think much of it. I really wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's not as eyesore as we're used to. So I don't know. Maybe they're getting better. That would be sort of good. So then there was this. As you can see, it's a heart with all the flags, all the country's flags in it. And it's the heart in a hand. And it says Onpassive. But I'm just wondering, I guess it's so blue because Onpassive's color is kind of like blue. But to me, it just makes me feel like they're sad. Like, I was kind of like, I don't know why, but this one bums me out. Is Bhutan in there? I don't know. I can't really make it out. A lot of it is blurry for me. Like I can't even find Canada's. Like I'm like, where's Canada? I have a hard time. It's like my brain is short circuiting because it's like too much. It's a collage though. I mean, it's again also prettier than what we're used to seeing. Then we get into this Onpassive, oh wallet. And I guess it's a tidal wave of money, again, coming from a company that no one's made money in, unless you're Marty or Tanya, apparently. I found Waldo, but I can't find Canada. I can't find it on there. I can usually find my country's flag, but like I don't know if it's on there. I looked at it for way longer than I should have, and I still couldn't see it. Are they the flags of all the countries where no one uses any Onpassive products? Pretty much. Pretty much. There's only a few countries where they're really using Onpassive products, right? Find the money, find the commissions. I think we need to start in Ash's wallet. Never mind the O wallet. But this one just made me laugh because right now they would only have O coin in their O wallet, which you cannot convert into money. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? Again, I guess it's not an eyesore per se, but then we have this. The world needs Onpassive. And it's very obvious that they like stole this from, it said the world needs something else, okay? Whoever made this image was not talking about Onpassive. You can kind of see like a little bit of it next to the S in the needs. There's like what looks like part of a letter sticking out. And then with a big black border, they've just written Onpassive like over it. Is that what 108 million looks like? Maybe. Ask Ash. He's the only one that knows. I wouldn't know. Good work. The world needs something. The world needs something. It's not Onpassive. But they had to come here and put it on there and make it about Onpassive. And I guess in order to ensure that they tried hiding it the best they could, it's like cut off. And that's the part that bothers me. I'm like, but why did you have it cut off? I mean, you don't mind that the letter sticks out next to the S. So I don't understand what the big deal is. So it really bothers me that it's cut off there. But, you know, that's more what we're used to seeing here with the Onpassive memes. They look like this. And you're like, why? That was a choice. Then this was posted. And I was like, oh my. Well, Al may just be Allison. But what are we doing over here? You know? That's also a choice. This was also a choice. The rest of the E is coming soon. It's coming soon. Right? Like, what are we doing? Maybe we've been misgendering Al this whole damn time. And then I'd feel awful. I mean, maybe Al is actually like Allison, and we've just, you know, been assuming it was Al, like short for like Albert or something, you know? Is it Ash's body double? Yeah. Maybe. Is that Tanya in cosplay? That's where Susie went. We've been looking for Susie McCrae. That's where she went. Susie, are you in there? Oh no. But yeah, it's actually kind of horrifying because the eyes are glowing. And I was kind of like, oh no, Judgment Day is here. It's happening. You've been assuming Al's gender. I know, I feel awful. I'm like, I am so sorry, Allison. We just kind of went with, see, here in Canada, if you don't know the gender, then you just kind of default to male. It's just what you do. Okay, it's a thing. You just go with he. So I admit, I may have had that in my bias over here. And to be honest. It's always looked like a male until now. I guess we've never had a naked full body shot quite like this. Ash is going back in time to find the money before he spends it all. This is his attempt. Again, that's a choice. So I'm very upset, but it's not Al anymore. Not Al. So on passive, we are in it to win it, Ash. And then they just wrote, and I don't know if this is supposed to look like it's on the hat, because if this was the placement of the lettering on your merch, like, that would be awful. But it says, the possibilities are endless. And then at the bottom it says, Mr. Ash, sir. Not even Mr. Ash Mufara, just Mr. Ash, sir. Onpassive CEO and founder. AI-based, and then it's supposed to be IT company, but since they didn't capitalize the T, it of course just looks like AI-based it company. I mean, that's how most people would read it, unless, like I said, you know already what it should say, which would only be like the people that watch myself and the recovering Hunbot, and then the people in Onpassive. The rest of the world is looking at this and going, AI-based it company, what? What does that mean? And it might take a minute. They might get there, but like, that's, you know, I do admit there's probably it got lost in translation, but this is why MLMs usually make certain images for marketing so that things like this don't happen, right? But here we are, and I can't say I'm mad about it. We have fun. Based. Ash is sending a Terminator back in time to unalive Muhammad Nizal since Muhammad took over the company. They went from blaming him, which they did do 100%. So did a few O founders in like posts and stuff, as we know, to like blaming the ex-employees, which wasn't appreciated. Substitute worth for end. There are unlimited possibilities. Most of them have a bad outcome. Or the outcome is just nothing. Like it has been for way too long. Way too long. But I like this. Maybe they should just add the possibilities are endless to the hat like this. Again, like I'm not in fashion. Maybe I'm missing something. Then this just made me laugh because they just posted this up and they were like, I love Mr. Ash Mufara, sir. You know how they do. And then it was just this picture of him, which I was like, okay, interesting choice. I guess, I mean, he looks happy there. You can't say he doesn't look happy. Possibilities are less. But yeah, this looks like an older picture of him too. Like a much older picture from back in, I'd say probably around 2020, when he was doing a lot of those long live streams where he would go live for like 6 hours and it would be like the Heroes webinar with him. You guys remember those days? There were some hard times. And they did post more Ash this week. They always pick photos of Ash when he looked younger and it was much thinner. And then some of them are also like, again, a choice. Like, that's an interesting one to choose. I guess in this one, he's laughing. He looks happy. But I was just kind of like, oh, okay. I guess. Sure. Then they also did this one. As you can see, it's Mob Boss Ash. I see this and I'm like, The Godfather? Coming soon. Onpassive. We are in it to win it down in the corner here. But then the best part is it says Onpassive. Onpassive is a gold mine for all of us. So Onpassive, again, OM. I guess they got it from Dr. Susan, you know. Onpassive is a gold mine for all of them. They haven't made a cent here, but it's a gold mine. Okay, then. But again, this is an interesting picture of Ash because it looks like they put his face on like somebody else's ear because there's a very obvious line on his face. That's a picture of Ash looking at his crypto accounts, thinking of the founders, the last one where he's laughing. Yeah. If Al were to create a serial scammer, I would create Ash, probably. So this is an interesting one. Then there's this one, which I absolutely adore. Look at Ash. Doesn't he look precious here? You know? Park your future with us. And then look at the van in the back. Look at the van in the back that they decided to go with. I was like, why did you pick one that's like all dirty and shit? That weird. Onpassive, like a dirty, dirty van. Yeah, no, maybe that does go. John Brillo, let's get the spelling of the company right. It's Onpassive, starting with a 0. It looks like every van in India. Scam, wow. Looks like a van that kidnaps kids. I mean, Onpassive does try to kidnap kids, so there's that. Was the van bought with O coins? Maybe. Maybe that's what the problem is. You know? Maybe that's what the problem is. But I was like, what? Why would you go with a dirty one? Like, even the tire looks like it's falling off. What are we doing here? Ew. That's the van down by the river. It's just like, why? Why would you choose that one? So I saved it. Just for you, Mr. Level. I have candy. I am your friend. I like mine better. He's like, I have candy.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
So I fixed it for them. So I hope they appreciate that. That shows us all what it should be. Because, man, what a van. Man, what a van. Then there's this one. I don't know why he's in black and white. I was like, did we time travel again? What happened? And then it just says at the bottom, very soon, which it looks like Ash is coming to us very soon. Like, are they saying Ash will be live again with us very soon? Because we haven't seen him since October 3rd, or like, what's going on? That seems like a threat. Right? Like, I don't know how to take this, especially when it's this picture over it. I'm kind of like, wait, what's coming very soon? Should I be worried? What's going on here? Why is he in black and white? It's a little evil. Makes him look more evil for some reason. Then we have this. This was posted up, which cracked me up. Like an old Sanjay Kumar. I'm going to Vishwakarma. See, I was meant to see it. And it says, respected Ash, which that sounded past tense to me, but what do I know? We will not be deterred by whoever tries to break through social media, including YouTube. And I was like, oh, we're break through. We're breaking through social media. As you once said, no one can stop Onpassive except God. Never give up, and one day our dream will come true. Hashtag we stand with Ash. We support Ash. We strongly trust Onpassive. Heart. And then it looks like the explosion. And I don't know why there's an asterisk there. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just like randomly at the end there. And then there's the lovely never give up CEO Ash Mufara. Are they saying that he says never give up? Like, is that his new phrase? Because like, if I was thinking of all the phrases of Ash Mufara, that would not be on the list. He has a lot of phrases like do or die, Only God can stop us, like they're saying he says, you know, the whole like phrase he does where he like talks about terminating their account.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
You know, he says a lot of stuff, but never give up is not one of the things that I would have been like, yeah, Ash phrase. But this is a Tim Johnson meme. So there's that. Never give up. Never surrender. They're all just a bunch of pick-me's. Ash's dream has come true. I mean, he looks pretty happy there. We got the eagles soaring. He has a bunch of people praising him down at the bottom. It's sort of creepy, isn't it? It's sort of creepy. Jesus Christ. You're gone. You're fired. Yeah. Do we need a don't panic already? Why? We got there so quickly today. Now I have to find it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Don't panic.
Sorry. Took me a second. It's above this one.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
So I got that one too. You know, if no one ever requests that one. Then Wayne Gladding did a lovely post saying, I've been meaning to post this for a while. I have this image and I look at it daily. Not because I like Ash's picture. Wink. I don't know what that means. I think maybe he has a crush on Ash. Because the words encompasses exactly what I'm going to do when those apples start falling. I stand with Ash, strong, solid, and loyal, and I'll wait however long it takes. In it to win it all the way. Have a great weekend, everyone. And then he posts up this. And it's like that picture of Ash. It was really funny. For like the first couple of years they were out here, this was the only picture of Ash that they used. So there's 2 years worth of memes with just this picture of Ash on them. All right, just this picture, just used over and over and over again. So it was kind of a callback for me. I was like, oh, haven't seen this one in a little bit. And it says, when life blesses you financially, don't raise your standards of living. Raise your standards of, and I think it's giving, but it's cut off too. They just can't seem to put all of the words on the image. It's the hardest thing for them. Who's Wayne Gladding? I'm not familiar either, but apparently he's a top contributor. So there's that. He forgot. It's a done deal. Yep, that's another one. Done deal. Wayne, you may have to wait 150 years if you can manage that, right? I said the other day, some people don't have much time to wait. Some of these dreams were time sensitive, but, you know, I'm just glad that the trend of shitty photoshopping his head onto random bodies is done. It's not. We already saw one today. Now they just do his face, which you could argue might be more creepy. Might be more creepy. AI Ash is the future. That would actually be hilarious if he only returned in AI form. And then we never saw him again. He just started to make AI videos to address us. They already make fake AI Ash. They have a few out there that I've shown you guys already. If you don't remember, I can bring them all back up again. We can do that next week. Then Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson was posting a lot, like he always does, over on his Facebook. And he says, from our CEO, you know, Ash, the CEO. I kind of like the black and white picture. And then he shows us a picture of not Ash. Walk away from people who put you down. Walk away from fights that will never be solved. Walk away from trying to please people who will never see your worth. The more you walk away from things that poison your soul, the healthier you will be. And yes, I have to agree that that's a decent quote. All right, not a bad quote to go by. All right, not awful advice. But the thing is, like, I don't think that Ash said this. And I don't know why is Morgan Freeman there. Did Morgan Freeman say this? Did I miss something? Did he do like a TED Talk? And that's what that's a picture of? And then said this on stage? Because when you look into the quote, hello, Joe, good to see you. Run away from Onpassive. That's other one advice. Other good one advice that you can take. So it's actually a quote that's been attributed to someone named Shaista. I don't know. Shaista Sava. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that correctly, probably. I did my best. But that is who allegedly said that quote, not Morgan Freeman and not Ash Mufara. So I was kind of confused. I was like, there's a lot going on here. And they're also known as Tiny Buddha, I guess. So I don't know. You may be familiar. I wasn't, but found that out. So there's that. But no, it is not a quote by Morgan Freeman or by their CEO. So I don't know what Chris was doing, but that was fun. That was a fun little game. He created the word chillax. I think Ash followed his own advice. He ran away. That's why we haven't seen him in 2 months, right? Hey. That's right. Like I said, Chris has been posting a lot. So I got another one from Chris. And this one made me laugh. The possibilities are endless. Chris Johnson. So it made me laugh for 2 reasons. One, sure, Chris, if you want to say this, that's fine. But you're not like the original person that quoted this. And I don't know if there is an original, because some things are just general quotes, okay? That like everybody says, it's just a sentence that you can't really claim rights to. But the funniest thing is that he's posting this on his own Facebook, his own personal Facebook. Thanksgiving is strange in the Bahamas. Hello, Onpassive Mr. Ash Mufara. So he's posting this on his own personal Facebook, right? Yes, Chris, you're saying this. So why do you put your name down at the bottom? Chris, we get that you're the one that posted this up. You do realize you can just say the possibilities are endless. Like, I don't know why you also had to like put again that you were saying the possibilities are endless. It's almost like people would read it as, all right, well, Chris Johnson is saying the possibilities are endless, Chris Johnson. Weird. It is a great picture of Chris. Hee-haw! He looks like a real cowboy here. It's a real cowboy, that Chris Johnson. So, again, fail. I consider this a fail. Let's not steal random quotes and attribute them to like Ash or ourselves when they're really just things that people say. All right? It's a bit weird. Let's stop doing that. Then good old RK. We like RK here. He decided to come and do a little quote for us saying, be patient. Great good news is coming soon. So I look forward to the great good news that is coming soon. Or maybe it's already come because this was on November 20th. But yeah, that's a good little quote. RKS is a poster in one of the Onpassive Facebook groups, and he posts every single day. It's one of the people that often does those lovely register today posts that you hear me complaining about. So it was kind of nice to see him post up something else. It was kind of like a thank you. This has settled my anxieties. This did it for you, did it, Jelly? Jelly's like, I feel better now about Ash not being here for 2 months and nothing happening. Thank you for that. That's all I needed. That's all we needed, RK. You know, just, that's it. Just let us know. Then there was this. So speaking of RK, he's been posting up a lot in the Onpassive Facebook groups. And there was this posted up. And we like the ones with the cat eyes. We've talked about it before, you know, makes us laugh a little bit. Because this is more marketing than they've ever done before. Because they're alluding to Catmo without really saying Catmo, or maybe they're not doing that. And I'm reading way too much into it and giving them way more credit than they deserve. But it's just fun for me. I'm like, oh, that's at least a decent one. Good for you guys. So we have this one here with the cat eyes saying, keep an eye on your OES, the Onpassive ecosystem. And then, of course, it says Onpassive there down at the bottom, you know, in case you didn't get the Onpassive ecosystem was from Onpassive. And there's been some drama breakout about this post. Okay? This post caused some drama. You would think, well, Queen, what drama could come from people posting this on their Facebook, in a Facebook group dedicated to Onpassive, where, let's be real, they all just repost what the other one makes constantly, right? Like Bill Must makes a video, which we'll be reacting to some of those after this. Bill Must makes a video and it gets reposted on everybody's channels. Like they all just download it, repost it on their own channel. There's no copywriting. They all just steal from each other. It seems to be like fair game content over there. You're probably like, that's a little bizarre. What drama? But there has been some drama. Okay? Keep your eye on the OES because things are disappearing from it. That's not a lie. All of the products are now no longer even listed. They were listed when the OES came back and then they left. And I was like, now we're losing things. And they were celebrating that things were happening. And I was very confused for like a whole week. It was a very big thing. They'll set up a neighborhood watch to guard the OES. Maybe they need to. Okay. Keep the cat eyes on it. So there's some drama that broke out. All right. Underneath this person posts up the actual full picture and says original. So I'm like, oh, what drama's going on over here? And if you look at it, you will notice that on the left is the picture that was posted up by RK. On the right is the original picture that person there posted. I love OES. Okay, so you get it. You get it, right? There it is. You can see what happened here. It was very obviously zoomed in, and the name was cut off, which is interesting because that is the one thing, by the way, that they don't tend to do to each other. When they repost things, their tags will be on there still. So to take it and remove the person's like signature tag on it is the same as like if you download somebody's YouTube video and take out their tag on the bottom of it and then try to upload it as your own. That is not cool. Okay, you do not do that. You could take it and repost it all you want, but you leave the tag on there so that the original poster gets, credit for their work. And that is something that if you guys go and watch any of the Bill Must videos, you'll notice it says Bill Must all over the fucking video. Even if they put their own intro and outro on it, it'll be Bill Must on the video. So there's not like anyone stealing. Okay, there's no content theft per se. I mean, some of us would still consider it to be iffy with spamming, spamming the platform with the same video 500 times in one day, you know, and maybe a weird copyright thing, but at least leave the damn tag on, you know? At least leave it on. I'm logging into the OES right now. We'll keep you updated. Thank you, Salami, doing the Lord's work. So then Abu actually shows up. And I'm like, oh my, that is him. And he says, don't editing my creation. And I was like, that's right. You tell him. You tell him, don't edit my stuff. And he says, it's my creation, fool. Please delete. It says delete, but he means delete. We're not going to pick on him, okay? He's a victim in all of this. So I was like, oh, well, now you have to delete it. Now you kind of have to delete it. Because now he's shown up and been like, please delete this. So keeping it up is not cool. I know, thieves in Onpassive, I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, oh my, as if that would happen. Ash says he wants to keep the OES simple and uncluttered. That's why he's removed all the products from it. I'm sure that's why. It does look quite sparse. The Onpassive ecosystem is like the surface of the moon. There's nothing to do there. I'm like, okay, you go in, you update your profile, then what? Yeah, nothing. There's nothing else. So yeah, some drama, okay? Some drama. So I was like, excuse me, is this the first time this has happened? Because that's awful. This is the drama I live for. That's right, Angel. That's right. So I went back and remember this picture? Remember this one? The Onpassive one? All right, remember that one? Guess what? That was also a booze. And then I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed. I was like, how could you do this to us? And as you can see, Abu says under that one, it's my creation, fool. Don't editing my creation. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. You tell him, Abu. You tell him. So they respond to this. All right. Okay. It's a great creation. Never seen before in the world, which made me giggle. Somebody responding that. Because I was like, okay. Are you talking about the picture? The picture, or are you talking about Onpassive? All right, or Onpassive. Onpassive may be the greatest creation never seen before. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, it's never been seen before in the world, so can't act like I've seen it. I've never seen Onpassive, so might be. Yeah, I was kind of like Abu. I would maybe have let that one go, but you know, claim your stuff. You go. I think we need to take a page from Abu's playbook and start using the term fool the way he does. He really likes that one, which is a lot more mild than a lot of the other ones. All right. He's not coming in here calling anyone a benchode or anything like that. So I'll give him that. So then somebody else responds what I was kind of thinking, like, really? Really? It's a great creation, never seen before in the world? Because I'm sure they're like the picture, the image, because it was all right, you know? So then this person responds and says, karma exists, my brothers. Let her build her empire on people's tears and blood. Sooner or later, he will pay, even his family. And I was like, oh my God, now this is a whole soap opera. This has escalated so quickly. What is going on? What is going on at the Onpassive Facebook groups right now? That is some shit. All right. Then I really had my popcorn out. I was like, oh my God, we're getting into threats. That sounded threatening to me. Sooner or later, he will pay, even his family. And it's hilarious because this is under the one that I called Mob Boss Ash. So I wanted to remind you of that. So I was like, oh my, we're getting spicy. I wish I could pay $97. I feel guilty getting all this entertainment for free. Tears and Blood, they took a stock photo of a black cat and slapped on an Onpassive logo on it. Yeah, and this is the one, the Onpassive one with Ash standing there. So this one too, I would just maybe let that one go. But yeah, you know, whatever. Some work is harder than others. You know, this person, I would be careful of Alexis. I don't know what's going on with Alexis, but they scare me a little bit. So we're just, you know, escalated very quickly. Let's not do that. Let's not steal anybody's stuff. Okay? Let's, you know, and if you are going to take somebody's image or video, leave their tags on it. If they've tagged it, that's for a reason. Don't like remove their tags and then re-upload the video. That is definitely theft. So that is it for this week's wonderful episode of our Onpassive Meme Review. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed that. That one was fun. At least we got some spicy drama that I wasn't expecting. It was kind of like, oh my. So, you know, I'll update you and let you all know how that one goes. So now I want to head on over to our dear buddy Bill Musk Productions. Alrighty, we're going to go take a look at a video by him entitled A Wake-Up Call in the Journey of Onpassive. And this is a John White and Bill Musk production. So I'm very excited. Very excited for this one.
What happened after the sabotage of Onpassive on June 24th, 2024?
I don't know why they keep saying it was June 24th. It was actually the 27th. But like I said, we'll give them the 24th. Like whatever. Good old Bill Musk. That's right. Sure.
This was a wake-up call in the journey of Onpassive. Why? Because Mr. Ash Mufareh took control of his company, and we as founders knew that Mr. Mufareh was a real person and not someone who was made up. But someone has their interest in his heart.
Yeah, but like no one ever said that he was made up. Made up is not the same thing as fake. Like we saw him. He appeared on webinars. We weren't like this Ash Mufareh man doesn't exist. That's not what it is. It's just he is not who he portrays himself to be. And he proves that several times over. It's just for some reason, people in Onpassive just keep ignoring it. They're like, oh, well, that's fine. He's just a great man. What a heart he has.
Mr. Mufareh also found out that he has a loyal group of founders and technology staff that is willing to fight alongside of him to make sure this evil intent never happens ever again.
I don't know what they would be able to do because he claims that it was, well, first he claimed it was like Mohammed Nizal and them that screwed him over, which like the O-founders have nothing to do with his marketing team, right? So like they don't even really talk to each other other than when Mohammed Nizal showed up a couple times to be like, hey, I exist as a person too, and you know, this is what we're doing. But like, it's not like they have any control over the marketing team. They also don't have any control over the technicians and the employees and that's who they're blaming all of it on now. They're saying that this company was messed up by the people that used to work for them, the ones that they owe 8 months of wages to. So it's like, what could they do to stop what you are claiming happened here, which was the employees stealing all of your data to try to screw you over, and then you leave out the part where you owe them 8 months of their pay and still haven't paid it to them. So it's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Okay, what do you mean?
Onpassive has emerged stronger and more determined to let the world know that Onpassive is here to stay as a magnificent and incredible company.
And do you know what's really funny? And I don't know if Ash does it on purpose. I often wonder to myself, but cults kind of do create weird situations like this where things go wrong and then the leader has to step in to save the day so that they put more of their loyalty and faith in the leader. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know, either Ash is like a manipulative genius or he's a blubbering idiot and it just so happens to work for him because a lot of the fuck ups and the way that this is going really does mirror how even the most calculated cult leaders mess around with their members. I'm constantly kind of going back and forth between like, I don't know which one it is. I tend to think it's the latter, but every once in a while, you know, you're like, because like him being gone for this long, I'm wondering if it's very much on purpose, you know? I'm an Ash Mufara truther. He acts fake, but he is a real fake person. There we go, Joe. Joe broke it down for us. Exactly. So was it Nizal who didn't make the monthly payments to AWS and Ash found out on the 24th? Like, exactly. That would make no sense. Nizal was in charge of, like, the marketing, basically. He was the chief marketing officer. So he was the one that was allegedly doing, like, things like setting up the Burj Khalifa light show and all that kind of stuff. And Muhammad Kamal and Dr. Susan were the ones that were hooking them up for a lot of their, like, media gigs, like doing the GITEX and shit like that. And, like, the police summit and all of that. So that's why none of that has been happening since the summer, because they can't do any of it right now. They're not connected anymore. So, like, it couldn't have been him that messed it up. Evil intent. It's them again. Be afraid. It's them. I want to see a long form birth certificate. I also don't believe Muhammad Nizal exists. He definitely does exist. He definitely does. I think Ash gets lucky, and he has a lot of help from Chris, Marty, Red, and especially Mike Ellis, by the way, to explain away things. I'm glad that you actually mentioned our dear friend.
From Mike Ellis, by the way.
Because we will be hearing from him today. It works for him because his followers and believers, by and large, aren't the sharpest. And it's like they want to believe in this so bad. Future of the internet Onpassive. See? But it makes me laugh too, because look at the screen. It says energy, strength, power. They act like they're going to war.
A very grateful group of people who saw the vision of Mr. Ash Mufare and moved on it like no others will be recipients of everything imaginable that we want in our lives, and in the lives of the ones we love will be here. No more hoping Onpassive is real. We know it, we see it. You hope in something that you don't see. Onpassive is a reality, and it's here. It dawned on a lot of founders who took advantage of this opportunity that they are on the cutting edge of technology. We are trailblazers from where we are now to where we will be in the future.
These can't be for us. I'm honestly like, at this point, they're just making these for the founders to keep them in this thing.
We are all going to be doing great things for our families and humanity, realizing never having to worry about money. Never having to worry about things that plague people when it comes to financial things. Do you remember when a family lost a loved one and you didn't have the funds to help them because they didn't have the means it took to take care of them, and we weren't able to help?
Why? Why did we choose to go there with this? You're like, I'm going to make a video about how loyal we are to Onpassive and how great it is. And in it, I'm just going to, be like, remember that time, or imagine if there was a time when someone died in your family because you didn't have the funds to pay for their health care. And you're like, what the fuck? What was that for? Let's not do emotional manipulation, okay? Calm down, Bill Must and John White.
Passive to the rescue.
No.
Imagine no one on the streets begging for money. Onpassive to the rescue.
Okay, see, things like imagine nobody on the streets begging for money, Onpassive to the rescue. Things like that, as you should have just recently found out, also constitute as an illegal income claim because you're implying that Onpassive is going to pay these people so much money that they're going to end homelessness, which is when you sit down and you're like, okay, how much money would that take? It's a lot. So it's like, it's still like an illegal income claim. All right, you're making these big outlandish claims. So I would stay away from saying things like that. Not only because it's dishonest, it's not going to happen. And it takes more than just a bunch of money to fix that issue. But also, it's illegal. Stop it. It's not good for Onpassive either. Marty's fridge went out and Marty didn't have the money to immediately get a new one. So now he's eating all the meat. That time when Onpassive delivered funds. Yeah, and I'm like, what time? I'm still wondering when this allegedly was. You know? I remember the number guy claiming it only takes 41 billion to permanently end all homelessness. Like last week. Yeah, they keep doing these webinars about how they're going to end homelessness. I'll probably try to react to one with you guys like next week. One of their longer like heroes. One of the heroes ones, because they tend to talk about things like that during the heroes webinar.
Mr. Mufari has unimaginable things to give the founders who took a leap of faith. We are going to be rewarded for our patience and our belief in something totally designed to uplift humanity. We are proud founders. We form a core of visionaries who will totally help humanity. That is mind-blowing, mind-bending excitement. The founder's position is closed and will never be opened again. But founders' hearts will never be closed, and that helps humanity.
Right.
New people will come into Onpassive as affiliates and customers, a most profitable position for anyone to be a part of. As you
affiliate marketing is just MLM. All right.
Users of Onpassive's products and solutions. No one else would be allowed to venture into that space. He will share with us what he has been planning for years, for decades. All of his desires when it comes to benefiting mankind will be realized, and founders from all over the world, when the world sees us, they're going to ask, wow, are you really a founder in Onpassive?
Yeah, and then you're going to say yes, and then they're going to be like, no, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Do you mean to tell us that you have an ecosystem containing incredible products priced to where the average person can benefit?
Yeah, no. No, you don't. You don't have an ecosystem with any products right now. You hope in the future there'll be products added to it. They should have been added by now based on what Ash said on October 3rd. But, oh, look at that. He lied again. Gee, I wonder why I don't believe the things he says. That's so weird of me. Like, that's what I mean, though. You come out here with these videos that are like, we have this. No, you don't. You had it, but then according to you, it disappeared on June 24th. Which, again, it was the 27th. But if you want to add 3 days on, who am I to say not to?
That you're just like those who started Amazon, Google, and Facebook. And the only difference is that founders are in a better position than anyone who ever started a business, who were not owners of that business.
I can't say that's true because, and here's why. I'm sure you're like, well, why, Queen? Maybe you're in Onpassive and you're like, well, how do you know, bitch? You know, here's why. Because Onpassive, if their compensation plan, which Marty keeps talking about, is going to be to give you 25%, that is not the best compensation in MLMs that there is. All right. Even giving you 100% commission on your very first sale of the very first product you sell. Even doing that, even if it's every product, the first time you sell it, you get 100% back. Even doing that, it's still not the one with the best compensation plan, because there isn't actually anything in writing with this, by the way. Based on that, it also doesn't have any bonuses for people when they join. Like other MLMs provide bonuses for their distributors, right? They're like, if you sign up 3 people, you'll get $100. Like, you know, something like that, which isn't great. And they shouldn't really be doing that. That is like essentially paying them to recruit, which is what we're constantly arguing in the anti-MLM sphere. But at least they offer that. Onpassive doesn't. Like, if we're comparing them to all the MLMs, right? And even all the affiliate marketing programs they provide, there's tons that provide way better rewards that you would get back. All right. And that's without even discussing the fact that nobody's made a cent here, and they've been in it for 5 years. And if you look at every single other MLM that's been going for 5 years, people have made at least something. Has it only been the 1% of people? Yeah. Did they necessarily make millions? No. But at least they got something in their bank accounts, which no one can say they have here. So you can't make claims like we are the best one, because it's like, hey, but what are you basing that off of? And the just saying because it's Onpassive is not an answer. Saying, oh, well, it's a unicorn company isn't true, because you haven't made $1 billion with it, right? You haven't made billions and billions with this yet in order to call it that. So it's like, what? Give us something. Like, explain. And no, Ash Mufara has heart, and he's the one running this, isn't an answer either. Because in the 5 years this thing has been running, he's been running it the whole time. I don't know what he meant by going, oh, you got to take back the company. It was like, you've always had control over the company. Like, you are the owner and CEO of this thing. What do you mean? That was just a way for him to keep people strung along. So it's like, what are you basing this stuff off of? And this is supposed to be like a marketing video for Onpassive. Everyone, like I said, reposts up these videos on their channels. So out of all the videos that should not be lying or over-exaggerating, it should be these. But for some reason, I'm constantly like, why are you doing this to us? Why are there young people in these must and white videos? They should remake them with people in Zimmer frames. Yeah. I mean, there's like no young people in Onpassive. I think it's supposed to be for the first sale each month. They needed to get a lot of sales during September, October, November 2023 to really make it work, right? It was kind of like an incentive. But who knows now, since Ash could not make it work. And this is what I mean. Like, we don't know how things are going to go, because there is nothing really in writing. There's a shabby NDA that you're supposed to agree to when you log into the ecosystem for the first time. And they call it your affiliate NDA agreement. But that you can't be an NDA and a affiliate agreement in the same document. And it doesn't even really go on to explain everything. And that's because we don't even have products with prices. So it's a little hard to explain to people and give examples to people of what they're going to be making when you don't even really have real products with prices. I mean, they were doing good for a little bit when they had O Connect. At least that was a start, but they don't anymore. So we don't know. Ash brought in math genius level thinking for this comp plan. It was everyone gets a $0.
We founders have dared to be great, have entered the rarefied air where only a few ever ventured and ever dreamed. Total financial freedom and total time. Freedom are all in our hands. And the most beautiful part about Onpassive is that you don't have to be brilliant to be successful. The done-for-you system that Mr. Mufara has designed
The done-for-you system
puts all of us in that position. Thank you, sir. We love you.
Yeah. Why did that make me feel weird inside? Thank you, sir. We love you. Blech. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. So I upload these videos onto my YouTube channel. Like I download them and then re-upload them to play them here for you guys so that we don't get any of the ads and whatnot. And just in case they end up deleting them or something when I'm like, oh, I want to react to this one. You know, you never know. You never know. But when I did it for this stream, it was kind of funny to me. It felt like the YouTube gods were showing me something because this is how it downloaded. So we just watched the one called A Wake Up Call in the Journey, blah, blah, blah. And we're about to watch Onpassive is the Kaleidoscope one. And it actually has Sherry Dursaway in it. Our dear Sherry is in this one, this next one. But when I uploaded it, as you can see, YouTube will pick a thumbnail in the video. And they usually try to pick one that shows like people's faces. So it was funny because they literally had the exact same clip in both of these videos, which just goes to show you that Bill Must like reuses the B-roll for his videos. It just kind of made me chuckle because like it's right there. YouTube was like, look at this shit. I didn't choose this, but YouTube was like, I want to make sure you see this shit. Slightly different, but you can tell it's the same clip. Sherry is easily distracted by kaleidoscopes. Right? So that made me laugh a little bit. I was kind of like, interesting. Interesting that they just reused that and then YouTube made it the thumbnails of them to kind of let me know. Because if they had picked another part of either video, I maybe wouldn't have clued in. You know, I kind of ramble a little bit and read comments and stuff in between. So I might not have clued in. It was the exact same. So thank you, YouTube. I appreciate that. YouTube's been doing weird things like showing me my own videos on my homepage. Like, here, watch this video. I thanks, YouTube. I made it. I've already seen it 3 times. But thank you for requesting that I should give it a watch. So they finally did something good here. I was like, thank you for that. Deep dive inception. Bill just adds other video on a different track. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it seems to be. So now let's give a lovely watch to the video entitled Onpassive is the Kaleidoscope with Sherry Dursaway and Bill Must.
Onpassive is the kaleidoscope treasures of what you and businesses and the world's been looking for. The treasures that have never been done and never again will you see.
I don't understand like how it would be treasures that we would never like. Are you just going to come out once, release the products one time, and then are they going to disappear again? Like, why are they never going to be seen again? Oh my, Sherry.
Onpassive's treasures will make your heart beat and your faith and your dreams to be your reality.
Are they actually going to start giving us gold? Because that would be nice.
We will be called the 10th wonder of the world.
Wait. What are you talking about? No, you will not. No, you will not. Why, Sherry? And shame on you, Bill Must. Shame on you for making Sherry read that. Oh, Lord, you're not going to be... Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I am so embarrassed right now for this. Oh, God. That voice sounds so cracky. Poor Sherry. Comfort Con. I like that, Comfort Con. actually said that Onpassive is not for clever people in one of her webinars. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Oh, Lord, the nail's going down a blackboard. Sherry's so charged up. I think she does get very excited to be a part of these things. Because let's be real, like they barely watch her. God bless Sherry for trying to make sense of that nonsensical script she is reading off of. Oh, poor Sherry. Poor Sherry. That's sort of how it went for O Connect and O Staff. They were seen once and will never be seen again, right? This guy says, Yay Onpassive, which means I love Onpassive. Just read the script, Sherry. But you're not going to be called the 10th wonder of the world. I can't have, it's mean to have Sherry out here claiming this.
It will be called the heart and soul of the world, uplifting humanity and a dream filler.
Okay, this is funny to me. So it will be called the heart and soul of the world. And then we're also going to call it uplifting humanity, like as a name. And then we're also going to call it dream filler. So, okay.
As other things will not measure up. Onpassive is like nothing you have ever seen or heard of.
Ain't that the truth? You have never seen a culty scam be so poorly executed, yet somehow work so fucking well in all your life. You will watch this in awe and be like, what the hell is going on here? How is this actually happening? Just the whole time. The whole time, I promise. Hashtag protect our Sherry. Right? What's even scarier, what if they used AI to mimic Sherry? They better not be. I would be pissed. I would be pissed. They better not be doing that to Sherry. Ron Burgundy of Onpassive Sherry. Dream killer, more like. Mm-hmm. It's nothing you have ever seen or heard of before. I promise.
It brings so much to you. More time and more finances at the same time. CEO, my brother Asperfar and his wife, my sister, had the dream of...
Why do you do that, Sherry? Why do you say it like that? Like, why do you go, CEO, my brother, Ash Mufara, and his wife, my sister, had the dream? Like, why? Can you not? Don't do that, Sherry. Okay? I don't know if you noticed that you're doing that, but you don't have to try to sound all hip when you say it. Like, just read. CEO, my brother, Ash Mufara. Read it like that. I'm cringing way too much for that.
Better technologies that is less complicated, more affordable, and more accessible to those around the world. They want to see people and business owners to have more time and to save them money and to be more productive, helping humanity around the world. Yes, a man and his wife and family who want to leave this world in a much better place than it is now.
Then he should probably shut down this scam.
The CEO, my brother Ash, and his wife want you to have more time to be...
Oh no, what happened? How come the wife isn't your sister anymore? More drama.
With your family and loved ones and have more finances.
Oh, God.
Have those treasured, priceless moments with family and loved ones and friends. Have your dreams filled and to help others in all areas.
Okay.
And yes, there truly is a family who want you to have them. Onpassive is not only AI products, it is a technologies company.
Is it?
We will touch more areas than IT. We will have a great impact on education, financial, communication.
I don't know if you're going to get to have a great impact on education, financial, or communication. Like I'm really scared about them. They're like, we're going to take over the education system. And I'm like, oh God. Because Ash is the smartest man in the world to them. So that's all you need to know about that. 99% in his wife's name. I mean, you're not lying. You're not lying. That's why Ash's wife is a relief defendant in the SEC litigation. Like, he did that to her. Okay, most people try to protect their spouse from things like that. Okay, they don't put them in it. So that's weird.
Humanity. We are more of a human company. We take people to heart. There you go. More treasures. A passive kaleidoscope is not just one unique thing. It is a gazillion. The beauty of it is it's so simple for all around the world. It doesn't matter your religion, your talents, your color, if you're handicapped,
or your color,
we have
or if
made
you're
the genius of
handicapped.
taking something complicated and
Those aren't
made
even
it
close
simple.
to the same thing.
A passive OES is just phase one. This new internet is more secure, easier, unlimited, and has everything you use in one place in a single login. Onpassive pays you, the customer.
It's oh no, Sherry, no, not again. Sherry, why? Every time. Sherry! Bill, you could have stopped this. Bill must. You know damn well that Onpassive doesn't pay you, the customer, for using their product. You don't get paid to use the products. See, this is why Sherry believes this, and they just like let her believe wrong things. Like, have you ever had a friend at a party with you and they say something like really fucking stupid and everyone just kind of looks at them and then they don't really know what's going on? So then you kind of pull them aside and you're like, that was insensitive because of this, or that was stupid of you to say because of this. And you have to explain it to them. And it kind of sucks, but then they'll be like, oh, geez, thanks for at least explaining it. And they'll like make it better, hopefully, after that. You know, I'm sure you can think of a situation like that. You know, it's like, do that, Bill. All right. Say, well, Sherry, we can't have this part in the script that says that Onpassive pays you to use the products, because that's not how it works. And then if you realize that she doesn't understand that, take that opportunity to explain to her how it actually works. Don't just let her be out here looking stupid going, you get paid to use the products. Lord, what are you doing? I can't wait for phase 3. What are you doing? Products kind of easy, but paying you, they need the solution. They can't even get the products part right. Hello, Jerry. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. So, God.
For using our paid digital products, we do not charge an arm and a leg for. Business owners will be blown away of our direct targeted traffic.
What?
And all the tools they use are easier, uses AI, and cost way less. And all in one place.
First of all, you don't have anything right now, so that's wrong. It doesn't use any AI. So far, your products don't have any AI in it. And OConnect actually costs a lot more than Zoom, so it doesn't cost way less. And is it all in one place? Sort of, except not really. Because that only works if you can only get to it via the OES. But the thing is, you guys had OConnect as an app, and then you had the OES as a separate app. So technically, even when you claim it's all in one place, it's not when they have to download OConnect as a separate app and then go into the OConnect as an app in order to use it. Do you get what I'm saying? So we haven't said one true thing yet.
I say Onpassive is a no-brainer.
See?
We all have a purpose on Earth. Onpassive helps that. Win-win-win. So let's help you to help.
See, that's the thing, is that people that think that they have no purpose because they've retired, they're no longer doing their jobs, kids have grown up, moved out of the house. They're having their own families now, so maybe they can be grandparents, for the most part, and they're looking for a new purpose. A lot of them. They're like, I need something to do. What am I going to do? And that's who this company speaks to, right? And they know that, and they use that. They prey on elderly people in that phase in their life. And Sherry says it right here. Onpassive helps give you a purpose. It makes me sad. It's like, but trust me, you already had a purpose before you had this thing. It sucks. It's all in one place, but you need to log in 4 times and work your way through 20 tabs. Right? Stocking up for Saturday.
Have those priceless moments and less stress in your life.
I'd be more stressed.
Jump on board the other wonder of the world called Onpassive.
Yeah.
The heart and soul. The kaleidoscope.
Oh no, she said the wonder of the world thing again. Why? Bill.
And treasures that has you covered, and businesses and the world. Not a matter of if you'll be an Onpassive, it's when. Thanks from the very bottom of my heart, CEO, brother Ash, and wife and families, and all the tech and dream teams for all you do. Helping changing our world to be more loving, peaceful, and equal.
There's Canada.
Live more, worry less, give more, dream bigger.
Found it. Dream bigger. Lord, Sherry. Oh, poor Sherry. Poor Sherry. That was awful. I'm really mad that they haven't explained to her how this actually works yet. And she's been in it for years. That's ridiculous. Tiny Earl. Good old Earl.
Earl had to die.
Tiny Earl saved my time and tracked my kids. That's right. Poor Sherry actually does think that. The Lions have stolen U of M's magic this year. No. No. Okay, so now that we've had little sweet Sherry kind of make us giggle a bit and make me scream and get a little upset at Bill Must, you're about to get a whole lot more upset about Bill Must in a second. Because this next one is called Founders. Are you on the super train or the stupid train? All right. Are you on the super train or the stupid train? And I don't know if we're supposed to be the ones with who are on the stupid train. All I have to say to that is,
oh yes, Daddy.
I don't care. Okay. I guess we're the stupid train. So choo choo, motherfuckers, let's go. All aboard the stupid train. It's the super stupid train. That's right. That's what I would say. Being in Onpassive. You're all aboard the super stupid train, but whatever. Even if it's the Onpassive train. Because remember, they have the naming rights to a station in Dubai for their metro station. So let's take a little watch of Founders. Are you on the super train or the stupid train? And I was sent this one by Jelly Snack, and she sent it to our Discord and then said, that's it. This is a cult. So the going into this, that's what you should know. The super stupid train. That's right. Chugga chugga, chew chew.
Founders, are you on the super train or the stupid train? Founders in Onpassive. Why are some of you on the stupid train? The stupid train riders are founders who expect more than what they have put into Onpassive.
Excuse
Founders,
me?
do you remember when you first was introduced to Onpassive and you were thrilled to be a founder in this transcendent technology company? You finally had a company that could make all your dreams a reality.
Yeah, but then they sat around for several years with nothing happening. I mean, some people have been in this since 2018. And it's 2024. going on 2025 in, a month. So, that excitement wears off after 5 years.
Founders were all happy to be a significant part of Onpassive. You started to realize that you just got a pot of gold, and all you had to do is just wait until the owner of Onpassive, Mr. Ash Mufara, says that Onpassive is good to go.
And again, you've been saying that the whole time. And the thing is, he has come out and said that it's good to go, and then it isn't good to go. And then it's like it goes away again. And then he comes out and it's good to go, but then no, actually it's not. And then it goes away again. You see? You see? Did Tanya write this script? Maybe.
Remember, we all paid only $97 to become a founder one time. Onpassive released its first product called O Connect that scaled to the highest level as far as technology and the cost lower than any other video conferencing platform.
Okay.
But then something happened that was totally unsuspected. And in
Was
June
it?
2024, technical problems caused a...
Was it unsuspected? I have a hard time with that. Right? I have a hard time with that. See, how was it unsuspected? Okay? Because Ash owes Amazon, AWS, all right, $3.4 million, he said. Meaning that he didn't pay his bills with them for a little bit, okay? He should have known me not pay bills, company no longer give me service. Okay, that's just like that by the time you're in middle age. All right, the man's a husband, a father, an alleged business owner. He should know that. So why was that unsuspected? All right, unsuspected doesn't make any sense. You're right. It should be unexpected. But even if we're going with unsuspected or unexpected, Ash should have known eventually he would have to either come up with the money and pay his bill to continue, or he was going to have to migrate to a new host. And then he didn't plan that properly. When you're running a business, you have to have the ability to kind of like see where things are going in the future. To be like, okay, if I keep doing this, how is it going to go? You have to be able to do that. And this wasn't rocket science. So no, it should have been very much expected. Technical problems like not paying the bills, right? Like, come on, man. That's what really happened here. That was the real problem. Okay, but they keep acting like, again, someone stole it all away from them. That awful them.
Delay in Onpassive going any farther until the problems were being solved. Remember when we paid $97 to become a founder? And when O Connect was introduced to us? Founders, we bought a 3-month package for $375.
Oh, Lord.
But we didn't have to pay the full $375 because Mr. Mufara gave the $97 that we paid to be a founder.
Oh, yeah.
One time out of pocket back at Arsh to founders, plus a gift of 10 coins, equivalent to...
When you think about it, like, he wants them to be happy that they got to use one product for like 8 months out of like 6 fucking years of this thing being around. So imagine being in this thing for years and it was supposed to have products the whole time. You finally got product for like 6 months and it's going great. But then all of a sudden it disappears. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to leave this here. Must is Marty. We've been saying that for quite a long time as well. Quite a long time, especially when this video came out. And the reason why this video made me go, okay, that's it. Jelly Stack posted it and said, that's it. This thing is a cult. And I responded with, and that's it. Bill Must has to be Marty. Because Marty is getting very, very upset lately. And the videos where Bill Must is a little salty tend to coincide with the times when Marty DeGarmo is doing his angry webinars, live streams, okay? And he was real fucking angry on the day that this came out. You know, that was after he did his whole like one that we reacted to, where he was very angry at everyone. So it was like, oh, it's interesting. You know, it's interesting. He's calling people stupid and stuff. And then this video comes out. Bye, Nani. I hope you're doing well. No customers use the products hyped about. That's right. And not even everyone in Onpassive bought them. So it's like when they do have a slight launch with the OES, they've had a couple of them, right? And then their big launch with the O Connect, it's very underwhelming because it's like, oh, we're going to go viral. Everything gets hyped up to 1,000 times 1,000 over here. And then when it happens, nothing really happens. It does not go the way that they hyped it up to go. So then it's like people get disappointed and there's a bit of a letdown. And then it's like it disappears. And they're like, why are people upset? Geez, I wonder.
To $10 equaling $107. Plus, Mufara gave founders 1 month free to go toward the $375 to $250 that now we only had to pay $143 to put founders in position to start earning commissions on the sales of O Connect.
Which they never could do.
For those who didn't meet the cutoff date to pay for O Connect, Mr. Mufara, instead of penalizing those who didn't meet the deadline, Mr. Mufara reasoned that they may had a hard time trying to get the money for the $250. So he reduced the 3 months to $200 plus 1 month free, to where they had to pay $93 instead of $143.
Oh, wow. What a great humanitarian he was. How wonderful.
But the most mind-blowing thing about this situation was that after the difficulty started, founders had O Connect for over 1 year, at no cost to founders, only to Mr. Ash Mufara and Onpassive. Mr. Mufara paid the bill. Founders haven't paid not 1 penny more out of their pockets. Oh yes, in September 2024, sales started coming into Onpassive.
I don't know why they would have paid more out of their pockets, because the thing is, like, they didn't have a merchant, so Ash couldn't charge them anything for the product. As I keep pointing out, this wasn't like him doing something out of the goodness of his heart that they try to make it out to be. He literally could not accept their payments. Then he kind of panicked. And yeah, he gave them this deal, right, on the O Connect. But that deal was supposed to be because he told them after the $97 that they wouldn't have to pay out of pocket again. So this was supposed to be kind of like a way to make it cheaper for them when he asked them for more money. So see, everything is like a give and take situation where Ash is just taking, and then the O founders are expected to just keep giving.
First sale made for founders who paid $143.
It's like, again, 6 years.
Or $93 for O Connect got back 100% of their first sale. That created such
that's the thing. Like, they act like Ash paid bills and then gave them this extra for free. And it's like, no, he didn't even pay the bills. And then he just gave it to you all for free. So, if anything, are you saying that doing that fucked you over? I mean, it's you couldn't pay the bills anymore, maybe? Again, then what?
a reaction that the processors were overwhelmed and stopped the flow of commissions that were due to founders.
That's what it was.
No fault of Mr. Ash Mufara and Onpassive. We are in the phase where those things are being handled, and soon Onpassive will be functioning better than it has ever been. And all founders have to do is wait until that happens. For those founders who have waited patiently, are about to reap the patience that they have and are about to get rewarded. They are on the super train arriving shortly to their destination. All founders who aren't patient are on the other train. And that train is headed with its passengers riding in the wrong direction. And it will break down and leave them far away from their dreams, and it will be yay. Like the groundhog in the movie where the same scene is repeated over and over again and never move on to the next day. Founder.
You mean Groundhog Day? Like that movie. That's really Marty-esque too. To bring up a movie reference, but not actually know the name of the movie, and to just like describe the scene instead. You know, like that movie that just it's the same day over and over and over again, and the next day never comes. Jelly Snack's like, I'm on the stupid train. That's right. All aboard the stupid train. Fully loaded, broken train with founders that never got paid, right? Right?
We hope that you don't do anything like asking for a refund, because that period has legally passed for all founders who wanted their money back.
Yeah, so it was, this is what I mean. So for a long time, Ash was all like, I'm going to be a really great human being, and I'm going to like give people a refund, whoever asks for it, whenever they ask for it, even if it's like 10 years from now, I'll refund them and let them leave, blah, blah, blah. And then when people actually start asking him for refunds because they waited like a year and nothing happened, he was like, oh, okay, I'm going to change that. It's going to be like, you have to ask me within 6 months of joining or a year of joining. And then he was like, oh, okay, we'll make it a month on the NDA and all this shit, right? So, and now because he gave them the 95 O coin, which they now say is 97 O coin, all of a sudden, he's considering that to be him refunding everyone. So now he's just given everyone in Onpassive a refund. But the thing is, you only got that refund if you paid. So if you're a pending O founder, you didn't get that refund. And now you would be shit out of luck. And you would end up joining as a distributor. But none of that has really been like explained to them or anything. I just find it interesting. And now it's like, now you can't ask for a refund because you already got it. He already refunded you. It's just O coin. You can't like take out the 95 O coin and then go to the store with it, for example. O coin is just Ash's like made up cryptocurrency. There's no blockchain for it. It's not in the whatever it is, the market or whatever. Like it doesn't exist. It only exists within Onpassive. It's the same as if a company was to give you like store credit. Although instead of it being in like just a store credit here, they basically do it in a dollar form and they call it O coin. But they act like it is a cryptocurrency and like you would be able to pull it out, of course, and lie a little bit about it. Fantasy money, everyone gets paid. Right. Exactly. So was it a refund? You know, and people argue, a lot of people argue, no, I can't pull that money out. Therefore, it wasn't a real refund. I paid 97 actual dollars into this US. I should be able to get $97 US back when I get a refund. So a lot of people would consider this refund thing to be a scam. Now, the thing is, Ash is correct that usually a company will have like a refund policy. But again, Ash doesn't really have a refund policy. It says in the NDA, I believe, like now and for the last year or so, that you could only get a refund within a month of joining. But before that, like it wasn't in writing anywhere. And as I pointed out, the NDA isn't legally binding, so it doesn't really matter. Like they have to come up with an actual refund policy in order for that to actually be their policy. You get what I'm saying? So I'm unsure if you would still be able to argue that in court or not. I cannot tell you that you wouldn't be able to. If you are in this thing and you are thinking about doing a case against Onpassive, I would recommend, getting a free consultation from a lawyer and asking them about that and the legalities surrounding that and if all of that counts. Because I would think that it might not. Like there might be a chance that this is not how he's supposed to do a refund thing. I don't really know what the laws are surrounding refund policies and how it goes in the US, if it depends on where the company is or where the person lives that's trying to get the refund. But it's always worth looking into, because you might still be able to get one. When you sign up for this, there was no refund policy. Therefore, it could potentially mean that you could be granted a refund at any time. Or it could mean that you're just never granted a refund and there is no refunds. Doesn't hurt to ask, I'm saying.
For
You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt.
founders who did get a refund, you will going from being on the super train to getting transferred to the stupid train.
Oh,
For those founders who violated their NDA agreements were automatically delivered to the stupid train.
that's right. They were automatically delivered to the stupid train and they were terminated.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
By the way, I've never actually heard of anyone being terminated in this. Like, to my knowledge, nobody has actually been terminated. As I've pointed out several times, they would have to start with Marty and Chris. They break the fucking rules here more than anyone, right? So, it'd have to start with you.
Those founders who are being influenced by videos that are negative about Mr. Ash Mufara
Oh!
and believe what these negative founders making those videos are saying, you are following founders who don't have a clue to what is happening with Onpassive.
So besides myself and like the recovering Hunbot, who they really don't like, they've been really flipping out lately because Honest Critic has really been killing it over the last month with his videos. And it's actually been working with the Indian O founders. The videos he's been putting out the last month has had a really big turnaround in the comment section, where it's starting to turn into more people saying, oh my God, I think I did get scammed in this. And less people coming in just saying, I stand with Ash. I love Onpassive. This is why Marty and Chris have been kind of bitching about the Indian O founders, because they are starting to kind of push back a little bit because of this. They're starting to demand answers, which, by the way, they have every single right to. But, of course, Marty doesn't like that because he doesn't actually have the answers. I'm not sure if Marty and Chris are actually talking to Ash as often as they claim they are. So, of course, now this Bill Musk video is all like, don't listen to negative videos or else you're on a stupid train, that kind of thing. That's what's basically going on here.
They are making demands to Mr. Mufara, telling him how to operate his company. When Onpassive is ready, Mr. Mufara will let us know.
Nobody's making demands. What it is Ash Mufara has made several promises. So people are trying to hold him to his word. That's the funniest thing about this. They keep getting mad that people want to hold Ash Mufara, a man, to his word. And what's that expression? All a man has is his word. So it's so funny to me that they get mad that the people in Onpassive, in this thing that paid to be in here, gave this man money and were told they would get 50 products. They're supposed to be grateful that he gave them O-Connect for 8 months out of 6 years and just not ask any questions. And how dare they start demanding that he keep his word and actually provide what he fucking said, I won't give a launch time, Ash 2025, probably. Right? Because he tends to do that for a while, for several months, and then he always fucks up by the end of the year and starts promising them before Christmas and shit. And it's like, ah. But yeah, just shut up, Bill Must.
Any demands made by founders is a waste of time and is fruitless, and if continued, will get a one-way ticket to the stupid train, in my opinion.
Interesting that you have to say, in my opinion. You know who else has always been making sure to say, in my opinion? I'm just saying. And then it says, don't be on the stupid train. It's like literally like, you're stupid if you ask questions now. Yes, you signed on to run a business and sell products to make a commission, but I don't give a fuck. It's been 5 years and you haven't been able to do that in this thing. You better just sit and wait patiently for Ash Mufara. Otherwise, you're stupid. Like, excuse me? Fuck you. I'm just saying. Ash says he will not give another date, but then gives a date a few days later and misses it again, right? The stupid train, I know. Chugga chugga choo choo. All aboard the stupid train. How exciting. I love to be on the stupid train, though. Speaking of the stupid train, they didn't just stop there. They didn't just stop with a video. That's right. Let me present to you, because there's 2 parts, but we're only going to do 1 today. So part 1 of the Super Train song featuring the Dancing Diaper Babies.
Are you on the Onpassive super train? Riding high, no slowing down. With Ash, we'll paint the town. Super train is on the move. We're on a groove, don't need to prove. Future's bright, the way we steer. Dreams ahead, crystal clear. Boundless potential in our hand. Together strong, we boldly stand. All aboard, let's feel the thrill. Up the hill we climb at will. Ash is leading all the way. In his vision we shall stay. Through the night and into dawn. Powered up, we're never gone. Opportunities we ignite. Faithful spirits we unite. Full speed ahead, we won't relent. Every moment we invent. In the journey, hearts align. In this super train we find. All aboard, let's feel the thrill. Let's feel the thrill. Up the hill we climb at will. We climb at will. Ash is leading all the way. All the way. In his vision we shall strain with Mr. Ash the Fair. Oh, oh. Full speed ahead, we won't relent. Every moment we invent. In the journey, hearts align. In this super train we find. All aboard, let's feel the thrill. Up the hill we climb at will. We climb at will. Ash is leading all the way. All the way. In his vision we shall stay with Mr. Ash Fair. Mr. Ash Fair.
Hello there. I'm not going to say your name correctly. I'm so sorry. But you just popped in during the song. I hope you guys enjoyed that little ditty with our favorite dancing diaper mushroom babies. But you say, still Ash is cheating innocent founders. If anyone will raise a voice of leaders giving warning, saying your ID will terminate. I am doing my best to raise my voice over here, and I can really only reach the English-speaking people. And luckily for us, as Chris says, Honest Critic is on YouTube here, And he's been calling out a lot of the Indian leaders who are actually making a lot of false income claims as well. I plan on bringing them up next week, actually, on a stream. I have some stored away because I watch a lot of their videos with English subtitles, and I do plan on bringing up a lot of them because this week has been insane. But if you do want somebody that is speaking your language and speaking out about this, I do say to go and subscribe to Honest Critic. And he is making progress, as I pointed out earlier. Luckily, people are starting to wake up a lot more than they ever have been. And I think Ash being gone is not helping his case. I really don't. It's not good for him to be gone for this long. This is the longest he's ever not been live since I've been covering it, which has been a few years now. So, like, it's I don't remember him going dark for like 2 months. That's not happened. So, people are getting a little antsy. And as you can see, people are getting pissed off at people for getting antsy, and they shouldn't be. Feel like, you've waited long enough for this thing to happen. And I've been here for a while calling him out and trying to hold Ash accountable for what he promises and ensuring that, it's being kept track of, as well as the SEC is holding him accountable in the US for what he's doing. And I hear that there are some labor board litigations going on that the employees have started to try to get their wages. So people are trying. It is set to go to court April of 2026. So hopefully the SEC will shut it down then. You shouldn't be too worried about being terminated.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
Because nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen anyway. And if Ash actually was keeping his word about terminating people that did things that worked against Onpassive, the very first people he would have to terminate would be Marty DeGarmo and Chris Johnson. Because if anyone hurts this company by spreading illegal income claims and really like talking it up and saying things that aren't true about it and etc., it's them along with Ash himself, right? So, even let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Honest Critic has been going ham on Onpassive. That's right. That's right. So now I think that it's time that we hear from our dear friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Mike Ellis. Good old Mike Ellis. He did a video. It's quite short. Top tier marketing. And I guess Red added Hindi subtitles to it for some reason. He's adding Hindi subtitles to all of his stuff. I guess it's good because I often complain that most of the main information given out by Onpassive, as most of the main leaders here are English speakers and people from the US. Like Marty and Chris want to be the main ones that, like, the top of this company, right? They want to be the main ones that speak on behalf of Onpassive and Ash Mufara. And then they only speak English. And a lot of the people in this company do not speak English. So I guess it's good that they're doing the subtitles. Your crush. Just kidding, she says. Just kidding. Good old Mike Ellis, by the way. Ash cannot afford a legal team at this time. Ash can barely afford keeping his wife on the payroll. She may have to get a real job soon. Wonder if where Mike Ellis is working has open positions. Maybe. The Hyderabad office is completely closed. Yes. Now they had moved it. So is that new one closed? Because the original office in Hyderabad that they had in the one district, that one definitely did get shut down. And then they had moved to another area. What was it, Internet City or something? And they had moved to a new area and a new office. So is that one also shut down now because it wasn't going well? All the employees were resigned forcefully. I know that happened in August. Did it happen again recently? Because I know that happened in August. They went on strike in Hyderabad on September 2nd. And we covered that here. I know that all happened. So did it happen again now at this new office with their new employees? Is what I'm asking. If you have proof of that, I would appreciate if you could send it to me in my email. Because I know that they're not having a good time. They have no money coming in. Ash has admitted he has no money left for this thing, and so how are they paying rent at their office? I mean, like I said, it doesn't take a lot to really think about it and go, oh yeah, no, this probably isn't going well over here, you know? So let's hear what Mike has to say about top tier marketing.
You know, I love questions. And the question I have for everybody out there today is, what is a top tier marketer? And why am I asking that question?
Not you.
Because the top tier marketers, it is what we want to be. The top tier marketers, they are the ones that make all the money online. It's just the way it is. And the reason I want to talk about this subject today is because I listened to a live that Marty DeGarmo did just a little bit ago.
Sure he did.
And he talked about what it takes to become a top tier marketer. And this is going to benefit you in ways you can't even comprehend right now. But Marty really went over all the aspects, all the tools, all the platforms you have to use to become a top tier marketer. And his list was extensive. I would recommend everybody go over there, and I'll put the video down below. Run over there and take a look at what Marty explained on his white paper. Really, really powerful stuff.
White paper.
But what I want to express to you all is the top tier marketers, they use all of these tools, and none of these tools are under one umbrella. They have to go out and pick and choose and then combine these tools to work for their marketing system. It's a really, really difficult thing to do. Marty, Dan, and I, it's taken us about 12 years to learn how to do this and do it efficiently.
That's way too long.
It works. And today, yeah, we are one of those individuals that can come on and we can market anything. But I really want to tie it into what Mr. Mufara is bringing to the table. And as Marty went over the tools and the platforms that these high tier marketers use, he came up with a market cap of all these products and how much money people spend on it annually. And the number was staggering. It was $8 trillion. And then we get to what Mr. Mufara has done. And this is where it gets very, very exciting for you and I. Mr. Mufara has gone out and gotten the talent to develop all of these products and put them under one umbrella, making one automated marketing platform using AI that anybody can come in and use. And this is really, really important for you all listening to me right now. By the way, I'm Mike Ellis.
There it is. He said the thing. He said the thing. It took him almost 2.5 minutes, but he said
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Said it backwards, by the way. I'm Mike Ellis. But hey, he said it. So are you saying that they never did end up moving to the new place and getting new technicians? That just didn't happen? Because that wouldn't surprise me. Now, he had rented the new building. So that's why I assume that he had moved there, because it was rented to him. I could find the documentation that he had moved there, or claimed to have a new setup there anyway, had paid rent on it. You know, it was supposed to go to him. So I don't know, maybe the check didn't clear and it didn't actually end up happening. And for some reason they had put it in his name before double checking or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's just sitting there now. I don't know. Oh my God, when they use the term market cap, not knowing what it means, right? Right? I think Mike probably means it. Thinks it means like the big corporations trying to stop Ash from running this thing. Using Al, who's Allison now, by the way. Al has had a gender reassignment surgery. Applause. It's time for the clapping seals. That's what we call them here, because on the live streams when they would do, and they still do it on the heroes sometimes, they all do a silent clap together. And there'll be like 10 of them on the screen all silent clapping. It's great fun. White paper. Sounds like he was in crypto for too long. He was. They all were. They've all dabbled in the crypto world. That's for sure. They moved to Knowledge City IT Park. Yeah, like they did have the building there. They definitely did move there. Like I know that they moved it there, but it may have shut down since then. That was like a few. When would that have been? I covered it. So whenever I covered it on my channel, because when it happened, I brought it to everyone as soon as I found the information and confirmed it. I try my best to do that. So they had moved there. The Knowledge City. I think they were in Internet City before that. Is that what it was called? And then they moved to there. I don't know. Onpassive doesn't have an office in Hyderabad. That one's completely shut down. So that one was completely shut down. Do you have anything to show me that was shut down? That you could like email to me? Okay, Internet City was in Dubai. So that was the one that they were taking in Dubai. Okay, thank you. I was like, why does Internet City keep popping into my head for some reason when I keep thinking of the offices? So if you could like, they don't have the office in Hyderabad. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been shut down since. Because again, like, how are they paying rent? And some places will let you move in maybe and stay there for a month or two and not pay. But then eventually they're going to be like, okay, now leave. And I kind of wondered if that's what Ash was planning on doing. We need more offices for our global ambassadors, our global ambassadors.
What Mr. Mufara has done
Scammers throat
is
clear.
he's putting all this together again under one umbrella. Everything is integrated. Everything works with AI, and everything works automated. And he's done this so that you can come in and become a top tier marketer. Now, this
makes no sense. And it's hilarious because like everyone reposted this video of Mike Ellis. And if you go and you watch Marty and Chris, they'll tell you that you don't need to market at all. They'll be all like, you don't need to market this thing. Ash is doing 98% of the work. You only have to do 2%. Blah, 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 blah. All you have to do is share. You don't have to be a marketer. Da, 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 da. And then here comes good old Mike Ellis, by the way, right? Mike Ellis.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And he's like, being an Onpassive, you need to become a top tier marketer. So I'm like, you're literally contradicting them now. They contradict each other like this all the fucking time, constantly. I'm like, could you guys not like get together and have a meeting and decide what the gig is here? Global. That's right. Happy global. You're a founder. Your friend was an employee. Darn. If your friend has anything from Onpassive, like an email or anything that shows that they were let go, and you could send that to me in my email, that would be awesome. I'm not going to show your friend's name, and you can even blank out their name and stuff before you send it to me if you would feel better doing that. But it would be nice to see. Master Scammer Mike Ellis, right? They didn't hire new employees. I'm going to laugh so hard if Ash came out here talking about the new employees that they hired and they didn't even hire any new employees. That would be great fun for me, actually.
It's not fair what he's done. It really isn't. Marty, Dan, and I, we've spent 12 years doing this. And here's where it gets really, really interesting for you. You can come in.
You guys have spent 12 years doing this together, but Marty claims he's been doing this for like 20 years.
And do exactly what Marty, Dan, and I do right away. You don't have to wait 12 years. You don't have to develop the skill sets. You don't have to go out and look for the products, because Mr. Mufara has brought those products to the forefront. He has put them together. He has integrated them.
Oh, here it is.
They will go to work for you. And as Mr.
Here it is. So Your version of being a top tier marketer is just joining Onpassive and then letting Onpassive market for you. Got it. You don't have to learn because it takes 12 years to learn marketing. That is not true. That is not true. Like here, you can go and take a course in college for like 2 years and then be in a marketer professional. Never mind in an MLM. Like, I mean, an actual marketer for like real companies. All right. Ash promised the striking Hyderabad that he would one day pay them all, and he owed them since January. Did he ever pay them all? Good questions. Good questions.
Before I unroll,
from what I've heard from the people that I know, they have not been paid. So
phase 2, and all of these things are available to us. All you have to do is come in and engage and get the automated system working for you. And as that happens, the revenue will roll in. Now, with every product that's out there, everything is based off of sales. So depending how quickly the sales come in will determine how quickly your income increases.
Well, obviously,
Mr. Mufara has a way to make.
No shit, Mike. Like sometimes they say it's like, "Thank you, Captain Obvious." Thank you. And I'm like, why do they say things like that? Like they really think people are dumb.
To expedite that and make that quicker. Again, it's all part of the automated marketing platform that he's put together for us. But I really wanted to come on and emphasize how big a deal it is, what Mr. Mufara has done for you and I. Because if you go out there on your own and you try and do this independently, it is arduous. It is a hard thing to do. All the products, all the platforms you need to put together a marketing platform that actually works and makes you a top tier marketer, it's extremely difficult. Mr. Mufara has made it so that you can come on and day one, you are a top tier marketer. I'll add one other thing to that. You know, it doesn't matter who you are or what you're trying to market as you come in and get on the platform.
I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as I can scam you. I like that song. My favorite song.
That Mr. Mufara has offered to each and every one of us. You can come in with a product. You can be selling widgets, whatever it is.
Do I know why that's a song? That's an old throwback on my channel. That would bring people that have been watching me since 2019 to the very beginning of me being on YouTube when I was doing r/anti-MLM videos. And the reason why that became such a song on my channel was because every single fucking MLM hun or post that we would look at would be like, it doesn't matter who you are or what you know, you can do this and you can make millions, you know, that kind of thing. So it became a thing for me to sing the Backstreet Boys song that I just sang for you when you just said it. My point is, they all say this. That's my point. That's why that's a song here. And we've been doing it for years because it's constant. You know what I mean? It's constant. What about the SEC case? The SEC case is still ongoing. They are in discovery. They are reaching out to India right now. If you are an employee or an O-founder in Hyderabad or Dubai, then you might be getting a call or an email or however from them. They might be reaching out to you. In the next year or so. The court case is going to be in April of 2026 as of right now. So as of right now, it's going to court. They're in discovery still technically, and that means they're like doing their investigating, gathering all the evidence of everything. And then I'm guessing that they might have a bit more time to do mediation now since it got moved. But I doubt that it didn't work before. I doubt much has changed. So my guess is that it's going to court probably in April of 2026. We need to wait another year and a half, but you are welcome to come here and laugh at them with us.
To this system, this platform, and you can become a top tier marketer in whatever area you want to be.
Top tier.
And what does that mean? It means top tier marketer means money. Because you know how to do this, because you can market a product, because you can put it in front of people.
That was embarrassing, Mike. You were like frothing at the mouth. Money. Come on, man. But now this is all about money. Is Onpassive about saving humanity, helping all of humanity, blah, 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 no more homelessness, etc.? Or is it about money? You guys can't seem to make up your minds.
In a way that is attractive, and they come in and they love it and they come in and buy. This is what Mr. Mufara is doing. And you can do this with any product that you bring to the platform that Mr. Mufara is giving us in just a few weeks.
Now he started to stutter.
Now, obviously, for those individuals that don't have a product, you come in, you engage, you do the things Mr. Mufara wants you to do.
It's like they went, we're not even going to hide our illegal income claims anymore, actually. We're just going to go right for it this time. And this last month, they've all just been gunning right for it. This video was uploaded a week and a half ago. So, like, this whole month, all of them have just been gunning. Just constant illegal income claims. Just, I'm up to my ears in illegal income claims from Onpassive. It's, like, getting ridiculous. So they're like, why even call it apples? We're just going to go right for it and call it money. Ash is also hiding from the founders. He has nothing to say. So is posting stupid messages in the OES. He hasn't even really been posting. He hasn't been posting messages in the OES at all. There hasn't been an update unless there was just one added, which I usually do show you guys the OES. So hold on, maybe we'll do that after this. But no, the last message he posted up there was November 2nd. So we haven't even heard from him since then. And like, it wasn't really much of an update. We can read it again though. But yeah, that's not even really happening either.
You put the automated marketing platform run by AI to work for you, and then the revenue will roll in. And when I talk about for success, this is what I'm talking about. It's not that Mr. Mufara is going to come in and whisper in your ear 4, 5, 6 times a day, do this, do this, do this. No, Mr. Mufara has taken all the products, or a great many of them, that Marty talked about on his live with the white paper. He's put them together so that they will work for you. This is extremely powerful. If you understand this, if you go back and watch
very powerful
Marty's live and look at all the aspects that he talks about, understanding that Mr. Mufara has come on, put them all together in one platform for you to be successful.
He hasn't though. It's not there.
Successful. Extremely powerful. So I want
to. There's nobody else on the internet that is like, I have an entire suite of tools that will make it so that you can run your business seamlessly. Nobody else. Not one other company is doing this. Only Ash.
I wanted to come on, just say a couple of words about that. Understand where you're at, what you have, and what's going to be happening in your life.
Yeah, nothing.
Very quickly. What Mr. Mufara has done is genius, especially when you listen to Marty's live. You're going to understand, whoa, this is massive.
Right.
He's done it for us. Yes, it's extremely complicated behind the curtain, but for us, it's extremely easy because he's made it automated, run by AI. And as people come in, look at your shop, look at the products that we're going to be putting up there, come in and buy. That's when you make a commission. And over time, you will get to that place where I believe you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to worry about finances, income, that type of thing.
Damn it.
And again, he's given us a way forward that if you want to get quicker, you can. At least in my opinion, he's done that. So just a quick shout out to Marty, what he's done, the white paper, absolutely phenomenal. Go on back. The link will be down below.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's about a 10-minute presentation, but it is powerful. And when
that's the one that he did on the Microsoft Word document that I showed you guys. Oh yeah, real powerful.
You understand what goes in to this platform that Mr. Mufara has developed for each and every one of us. You're going to understand it's a really, really big deal. And again, it's really not fair. Marty, Dan, and I, again, took us 12 years to do this.
Not fair.
You're going to be where we are today.
Oh, it's not fair to you and Marty and Dan, because it took you guys 12 years to do what Ash is going to let them do. Oh, make it all about yourselves.
Day one. That's a really, really powerful thing. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great week, and we'll absolutely see you on the inside. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you on the inside of a jail cell. We'll see you on the inside of a jail cell, Mike Ellis.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
So that was Mike Ellis and his lovely live stream about top tier marketing. And basically it was just him getting jealous that other people that have joined Onpassive are apparently going to do what it took him 12 years to learn without taking 12 years. They just took 6 years. It might still be 12 years. Like, we don't know yet. All right, based on how this is going, it is going to be 12 years. You know what I'm saying? But, whatever. Where are you? Isn't it up shit creek without a paddle, right? Like, what do you mean where you are is a wonderful place to be? You'll be where you and Marty are today, wearing Henleys, sitting in a recliner for 6 years and no money to speak of? Sign me up, right? 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 I know. I'll get in line right behind you. Ellis has a very slappable face. He kind of does. He kind of does. Anyway, I hope that you guys aren't sick of this little missy. Because I lied to you when I told you I have no more. It is time for Tanya. I have one more for you today. Just one more little ditty from our dear, lovely Tanya. And as you can see, I'm going to have to update the intro and add her new head. Which I have added here for all of us. So I hope you're excited. Tanya's rant of the day. That's right. Tanya's rant of the day. She is pretty much going every day now. Yep, no, she needs to be stopped, but whatever. So obviously she has posted this one also in Onpassive Nation. It's the main one that she posts in. So this was posted in Onpassive Nation. And she says, to all those bombarding my inbox with certain PMs, which made me laugh because I first read it as PMS, because it took me a second because I'm so used to them being called DMs now that I was like PMS, PM, private messages. Oh yeah, that's right. I have no other comments. And then she posts this picture, and Tanya really likes the red box. It could be Tanya's rant of the hour. She really likes to do the red box with the arrow pointing. She should really do true crime videos. She would do really well with the thumbnails. So she's pointed to this comment by our dear Jean Oliva. And what does that comment say by Jean Oliva? Hashtag Onpassive. All in capital letters. Right? Wonder what the certain PMs are, right? Well, Jean here says, so this is what she's saying. Ignoring negativity is a sign of intelligence. So I guess the PMs that Tanya has been getting has been a little bit negative. And this is her response. So who has been messaging Tanya negative stuff that has made her say, look, I'm smart because I'm going to ignore negativity by posting about the negativity in a Facebook group with thousands of people in it? Makes complete sense, right? So good job, Tanya. Thank you for providing us with more of a Tanya's post. I hope that when you say, I have no other comments, you actually mean it this time. And maybe you just shut the fuck up, Tanya. Just shut up. Like, you are insufferable. You power trip like crazy. I don't know what your problem is, But girl, go take a nap. You need a break after this week. All right? You lost it. You lost it. So for now, please make it so that you actually have no other comments for a little bit. Okay? Okay, good. I'm so glad. And that's it for our Tanya post of, I guess, the hour. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If for whatever reason that wasn't enough Tanya for you, and you're like, damn, I really need to have some more Tanya, you can go and check out my live stream for the other day where we talked about Tanya a lot. We read a lot of Tanya's posts. So if you're like, well, that's a little mean, Queen, you saying that she's lost it, go watch that live stream and then decide if I'm being that mean. Well, Chris and Marty look as bright as ever. I don't believe for 1 second there's anyone at all sliding into Tanya's DMs or her PMs, whatever M's. All right, no, nobody's there. Nobody's there. Tanya is a smiling assassin. She's banned me from various forums more than anyone else, right? She gets so like, you know, girl. I know she wishes. She wishes people were in there. I bet the neighborhood kids do not walk on Tanya's lawn. They also don't go there for Halloween, I bet. They're like, we're just going to skip that house, you know? Tanya shall not be denied. Awesome. So we got to do this at some point. So we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No, no, no. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you sexual endorphin spray, trademarked. We have now created the foot fetish Fantasia spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the foot fetish Fantasia spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chad's R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. Yes, thank you, everyone. And like Violet says, just a reminder to go check out Onpassive is a scam YouTube channel for all the classic short and punchy videos. A really great place to go and get videos of older Onpassive stuff too. They post a lot of videos of like 2020, 2021, a lot of good stuff that I'm sure that Marty and Chris would like to pretend they never said, for example. That's what Violet's talking about when she means the short, punchy videos that are classic. Sweet. Yes, sweet. It is now time of our segment for me to break the NDA and show all of you guys the Onpassive ecosystem. So this is it. Again, it looks the exact same as it does every single week. And since we brought it up before, The last note, and maybe we do need to read this again quickly because this is the last thing that they were told, okay? On November 2nd, as you can see, it's called Nice and Easy. And it says, with great excitement and anticipation, we are now prepared to fold a long and turbulent chapter. Moving on to the next fresh chapter. For now, we want to keep it simple. Then it goes on to say, and this is the thing that bothers me, like this is still on here. So this is what people are waiting for to happen, you know? Over the next couple of weeks, you will be able to edit, modify, or adjust any part of your profile/account. Currently, we have removed all other unneeded parts of the ecosystem, as in the products. The products are the unneeded parts, apparently. This is the place where we will continue posting updates and guidance. While our team is preparing our all-new and sustainable platform. So they're waiting for the all-new and sustainable platform. Because according to this, it sounds like this is going to be the Go founders where they're just going to have a wallet and log in for these messages. And then it says, let's keep it simple. And it ends with, I always go for simplicity. It's the ultimate sophistication. So, like, that's what they're waiting for. But this is it. I still got my 10O coin. Thank God for that. You know, thank God for that. Queen bringing the wrath of the vaunted Onpassive legal team. I'm going to get another Dear There letter. Whatever will I do? Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Is this phase 1 or 2? Apparently, we're in phase 2.0, starting soon. Coming soon. Sure, Jan. That's right. It's simply a scam. That's right. That's right. So this is what's going on, a whole lot of nothing. And again, remember, they were told to log into this and then say, thank you, Mr. Ash Mufara. I had already updated my profile several weeks back with you guys. So I don't know what's going on. I guess we're just going to have to keep on waiting, as they say. Just keep on waiting. It's all going to happen soon. You know, like we haven't already been waiting for 6 years. So that's what's going on with the OES. It's nothing. I am officially terminated.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
No, I'm still in there. I'm still in there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. When the original OES was launched as perfection. That's right. There's some animation. That's something. It's always been there, though. Ash will return when everyone thanks him. That's what he's waiting for, right? He's like, some of you have not logged in to thank me. And I'm not going to come live with you guys on a webinar until you do that. I think now would be an awesome time for us to do
an Onpassive poem.
So let's have our Onpassive poetry time. Ron hasn't been around. He's been promoting his Shopley scam that we spoke about. So I don't know if he was terminated or if maybe he's just too busy with that. So an Onpassive poem. Our poem this week is brought to us by good old RK. See, we love RK here. Good old RK. He got sick and has some health issues, so hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he's doing well. You want your jelly snack attack? There you go, Jelly. There you go. So as you can see, this was posted on November 23rd, and it was posted in one of the groups. It's a beautiful, beautiful poem. Maybe I can even help set the mood for us a little bit here. Patience is a ride. Joe to his rider. Shout out Joe. I guess they brought Joe into this. Never lets fall. Not in anyone's feet. And not in sight. You got that right. Let's keep the feet out of sight too, though. Onpassive. Best wishes. So that was the poem. It's a very beautiful poem. And there was a couple comments under it. So I think I should share that with you now. Everything seems to be about feet these days. What made me laugh is on the poem, there are 35 likes, but then a bunch of people put angry faces. So that was intriguing to me. I was like, how did this profound, beautiful poem that really does sum up Onpassive well, because at least it says not in sight. And that's right, Onpassive has nothing in sight. Not a product in sight, not a set in sight, not a CEO in sight. A lot of things are not in sight over here. So I was like, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Scary feet, clown feet. I'm sorry. I also don't like that. What the fuck? Now you just want sausage? That the feet made you want sausage? Okay. But as you can see, some people were angry. So I was like, oh my God. More drama. More drama. Why are people angry? So the first comment is from Ray. And he says, yep, and you're a scammer. And then the second comment is from P Yippee Yippee. And it says, Onpassive is a godless scam. Onpassive is a godless scam. A godless scam. And I'm like, that's right. God does not want to be in your scam. Stop doing the damn faith manipulation thing and take God out of your scam, damn it. No, it's not. He's a founder. A founder. So, in God we trust. In Ash Mufara we do not. But let's leave God out of the scamming. Call Bob Larson. We need Bob Larson to get the berserker demons out of Marty and Tanya. That's what we need. Marty and Chris are the executives. Right? Lamar says, what's the difference between a God scam and a godless scam? Good question. A God scam is what the churches do. A godless scam is like Onpassive. That will be, see, you went there too. So like mega churches, God scams. There you right? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. My bad. I honestly thought it was parody. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. So a beautiful poem about this godless scam. And that is it for this week's beautiful installment of
an Onpassive poem.
So I hope that you enjoyed that. I thought it was a good one, you know, because again, not in sight. I was like, yeah, finally, a good one. A good, yeah. Distinct from the gotcha scam. That's right. That's right. So I have a few short videos that I would like to play for you, all in a lovely little row. The first one is Marty, and it was posted on Julie's channel. Julie has been doing these little short form videos of things that she thinks that OAT founders say are just fabulous. Right? She's like, oh my God, that quote that this person just said is amazing. I'm going to clip it, put subtitles on it, and make it into a video. So I thought we would take a look at a couple of those today. The first one's Marty DeGarmo. The second one will be Michael Williams Abe. And, you know, since Tanya and everyone keeps talking about Julie posting up these videos of Ash, I thought it would only make sense that the other one that we watched was one she posted of Ash, I mean. I got to show it to you, right? And it is the one that she did live that allegedly everyone was writing Tanya about, all wondering if Ash was live. So penguins waddled all the way to Iraq to get on a boat, then waddled all the way back to the Arctic. That's right. That's how the story goes. All right? That's the Noah's Ark story. Don't ask questions. Don't ask me no questions, and I won't tell you no lies. Okay. So Julie posted this. It's a minute and a half of our dear Marty DeGarmo. Good old Marty. And he's going to allegedly say something really fabulous here.
Stop going there.
I hope that he's not going into the territory of making an illegal income claim. I think if this is an illegal income claim, my head will explode.
Companies that champion inclusion often cultivate a positive public image, which can enhance customer loyalty, attract socially conscious consumers. The company will be known for who it is as much as what they sell. And who it is a company that cares about one another. And that's going to be more powerful than we think it is. And you all have it. I've seen all of you for the last almost 6 years come from not even turning your camera on to speaking to hundreds, if not thousands of people. Community impact, engaging in incentives that support underrepresented communities not only helps those groups, but also strengthens the company's ties with local and global communities. Underrepresented, we know what that means. A lot of you come from countries that are underrepresented, or they get a picture in the news and they judge your whole country by what they see on the news. When you know in reality, your country is, a lot of your countries are family-oriented countries and communities that rely on each other to build, rely on each other to survive in most cases. What can a company like
Which is why you went over there to prey on them, right?
Now do for people around the world, knowing what we know? And that to me is just mind-blowing.
Right? Like Chris says, now that he found them, he's not letting them out of his sight. Not at all. Never, ever. So apparently that was really profound. But to me, it looked like Marty was like reading. Like he actually wrote a script for that one. But it's interesting that that's what Julie decided to clip. A little bit of emotional manipulation happening there, if you ask me. But, you know, that's what Onpassive does. The next clip is a minute-long clip of Michael Williams, good old Michael Williams AIM, which stands for Automatic Internet Millionaire. And it's called The Dark Side of Profit-Driven Products, a wake-up call. So this is allegedly supposed to give us a big wake-up call. We're supposed to watch this and be like, oh my, I'm awake, I'm woke. Let's see what happens.
Go back to when I talked about the leadership, right? You just can't find a better CEO out there than Mr. Ash Mufareh. I just don't think so. You know what I mean? Because most of them are just so focused on putting dollars in their pocket. You know what I mean? Making them and their friends, you know, wealthy beyond belief, and that's all there is to it. They don't care about they don't care if they're producing a product that's going to have a negative impact on the environment. They don't care if they're producing a product that's going to have a negative impact on you as an individual. Some of the foods that these people come up with, and they make us. Sometimes I watch TV Comfort and I see some of these commercials and I'm looking at this burger and I'm saying, what in the world? Like, who would eat that? The amount of stuff that they put on this thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a heart attack waiting to happen. And yet people are going to run out there and buy it. So the person that's producing,
don't tell Marty.
They don't care about the people who's eating it. All they know is, guess what? I just got some more money out of your pocket. That's not Onpassive. And that's what I love about this business, that we're doing things the right way.
Damn it, my playlist has been exposed. It's been exposed. Yeah, so that was quite interesting to me. I was like, interesting coming from Michael Williams AIM, but okay. All right. Right? He just yells at everyone. He's always so angry. It's like, Jesus Christ, Michael, can you not just calm down? Like one time, just be calm. Be calm, you know?
Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a heart attack waiting to happen.
So this part made me laugh. That's a heart attack waiting to happen part. First of all, have you seen the Onpassive commercials, like the Bill Musk productions? I just played us a bunch of those at the beginning of this stream, and boy, I don't know. I like the burger commercials better. Maybe that's just me. The Super Bowl commercials are fun. Those are always fun. But it's funny that he's all like, oh, some of these burgers, it's a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm like, ooh, did he say that in front of Marty? Marty's on a carnivore diet. So he's only eating meat. So he would like have a burger with just meat and bacon. He'd probably take the bun off of it and just eat the meat. So maybe you should talk to him about that heart attack waiting to happen. Chris allegedly stopped taking his insulin and is eating all meat because it will allegedly cure his diabetes, he says. So maybe you need to have a little talk with your friends about heart attacks waiting to happen. And it's not about the commercials. No one needs to find a copy of Ash as a CEO. No, they don't. Michael Williams seems like a nasty person. Correction, he is a nasty person. He's just like angry all the time. I don't think I've seen him actually like happy. Like it's like even when he like laughs for a quick second and then he's right back to yelling at you. Sitting in a recliner for 6 years is a heart attack waiting to happen. Instant millions gets you confused, right? Laughing out loud, laughing my ass off even. Mm-hmm. Don't tell Marty about the heart attack, girl. Yeah, just don't. Just don't. So I was like, interesting, but it's interesting to me to see the ones that like Julie thinks are important. Like we had to hear about Michael Williams' opinions on burger commercials. Like I don't really get the point of this one. Maybe it's about how their marketing is better than burger commercials, but you know, they let people eat for free there. Mm-hmm. So once again, there's been a lot of talk about Julie in these videos she's posting, and a lot of them have been about Ash Mufareh. And a lot of these, when Julie posts them, what she does is on StreamYard now, you have the option to go live with a video file now. It's kind of a new thing that's only been going for like a couple months or so. So you can like upload a full video and it will play on the screen, but then everything else will be just like a live stream. So that way you're still in like the back of the StreamYard where you can like put the comments up on screen during the video and stuff. But you can't like pause the video or anything like that. It just kind of plays. And so Julie's been kind of like doing that. She's been going like live, not really a premiere, actual live, and then replaying these videos. But this is what it looks like. So whenever they say that people think that Ash is actually live in the moment, I kind of can't help but giggle a little bit. Because like, when does Ash go live and it looks like this? As you can see, this one's called Stay Engaged and Unlock Your Potential with Us. And like, there's a whole bunch of shit on the screen here. It says, let's focus on greatness with Mr. Ash Mufareh. And then it says, produced by Julie Wynn. I keep saying Nugent because that's how I originally thought that it was pronounced. Because I don't know how to pronounce those letters together. But apparently it's Wynn. Julie Wynn. And then it has the join us at the coolaihub.com, which, you know, it's the cool zone. Isn't that like Marty DeGarmo's thing? Anyway, maybe she has her own version of it. And then Ash is just in this little tiny bubble here. This little tiny bubble. Yeah, it's pronounced Win. So it's Julie Wynn. That's how allegedly the NGUY are pronounced as a W where she's from. Win. Yeah, like win. Whichever, however you want to spell it. That's how that's supposed to be pronounced. So that's supposed to be pronounced as a W and then the EN. So it makes it like when. And whenever she says it, it comes out like when she says her name, she says Julie Wynn. So I'm like, okay, sorry, Julie. Been saying your name wrong so many times at the beginning of my coverage. But let's see what Ash has to say. This one's only like 3.5 minutes long, so not much to get through.
The analogy is
the music.
Probably more probable, I'm going to say this, to quit in earlier stages because the risk is higher and the gain is still in progress. Now,
you guys remember this one? The one where Ash basically told them all that they've now been in this thing for so long that they'll feel obligated to him. And it was always like a fuck you to them. Because like they can't quit in the early stages of this now. Although it is technically still their pre-launch. It's still the early stages. Nothing has happened. But to Ash, he's like, you guys have already put 6 years into this, so now you're stuck here. I bet the stupid think this is, the founders do think it's live. So they keep asking if Ash is live to Tanya, and she keeps getting very angry. More like Julie Lose. Julie, stop, girl. Julie, seek help.
when you have less risk and more gain, you're more powerful. It's a done deal. So don't look back.
Done deal.
So being engaged is a big thing. Like if you go a month and come back, it feels...
Being engaged is wonderful. You know, when the person that you love asks you to marry them and you agree to it, it's a beautiful moment. It truly is. Oh, wait, that's not what you were talking about. You mean stay engaged. How are we supposed to stay engaged here then?
You could feel lost, probably. Okay. In a month time, Onpassive at this stage, so much can happen in a month.
Wow.
So I advise everybody to be involved and engaged. And think of ways how you're going to utilize the products, the technologies, and I add to it the income.
That's right. Get ready to beautilize. Get ready to beautilize. Beautilize the products, beautilize the technology, and beautilize the income. The fuck does that mean? I don't know. Chris says, too bad Julie won't get engaged while she's in this call, right? Ash is watching engagements. They think that. Not the piano, right? The music kills me every time. So yeah, they think that if they come into the live streams, that's why they do it here even. Because they're like, what if Ash is watching? I want him to see me say, I love Onpassive. I'm here with Ash Mufara, sir.
To the betterment of your life and those who are around you.
Beautifies the betterment of your life. Ash Mufara 2024. What a quote. What a quote. The background music is making me cry. I love her, CEO. Deep thoughts of Ash. Remember when the Moonies, led by Sun Young Moon, which that's the one that Stephen Hassan was in, arranged all the marriages for the cult members. That's next up for Onpassive. Susie McRae will only return if she gets Ash.
Plug in your mask first. All right, you put your mask first. So I would plan how to utilize that. I'll be engaged. And I will try to be in it all the way. I will not miss a product or a project or an idea with Onpassive. I would use it fully. I would learn. There's so much information. We come here, we chat, we try to have fun because it's long. You know, we want to keep it light, not formal. but you can walk away with so much information. So I would not lose the process. I would be engaged. I will not miss out on any product or opportunity or value. I would not miss out on
Value.
the
Like you have to provide us with value before we can miss out on the value. But anyway,
full potential, whether it's education or the utilization of the products and services. In the meantime, once you are comfortable within your own capacity, go the extra mile to those who are around you. What can you do? How could you revisit your dream when you were in the 4th grade and the 5th grade, like you thought something exotic, but it's impossible. Revisit, rethink is possible, and talk to somebody, openly and say, is this possible? It doesn't have to be technology. You could talk about reinventing the cookies industry. I mean, you could
what?
Anything. Okay.
But why would you talk about that? You've never ever discussed reinventing the cookies industry. Now, funny thing is, your website does use cookies, and you don't tell anyone, and that's illegal. But just going and doing illegal activities is not how you fix the industry. So if you think you're doing something with that, Ash, you're really not. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop breaking the law. Damn it.
But there is potential.
Where's my cookie?
In every one of us.
Man, I never get the tacos. People owe me burritos. I'm owed cookies. Bitch gotta eat, okay?
We die and we don't fully use it. So make it a goal to unleash your potential to maximum capacity, to maximum impact, not just for yourself, but to as much as people you can impact. As many people you can impact around you or globally.
Oh.
And make sure you leave a legacy. Make sure you are not just a number who comes and passes. Calculate your life.
And then it just cuts off there. Makes me laugh. He starts to actually get deep finally, talking about a legacy. And Julie's like, nope, that's as far as we're going. That's it for now. That's it. That's all we need to hear from Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir. So yeah, I don't know why people think it's live. I don't think Ash has someone in the back. Like, I don't know, maybe his wife is in the back playing the damn piano while he's speaking, but you know how the O founders are, guys. You know how they are. They always think that they're live when you're reacting to them. Cookies would slap so hard right now, right? Right? So many words to say so little, always. You've never seen somebody ramble on about nothing and somehow think that he did something like Ash Mufareh. Cut. Right? She was just like, that's enough of that. We're good. Because I was like getting into it, It's like 3.5 minutes long. I've watched a lot of Ash. It takes me a minute or two to be like, all right, I'm into this. And then just as he started to get all nice and deep, it was like, that's it. I was like, oh, we're not going to talk about the legacy you're leaving with Onpassive. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's better if we don't do that. You're right. Good job, Julie. You're right. I've released my full potential. I'm lying in bed eating pretzels watching this. Woo! Sounds like a good time. And being in bed is a great place to be. Right? It had the giant Ferris wheel in his background back when they were using that background, which was like probably a good at least 2 years ago now, right? So that's the other thing, is that the thing about Onpassive is Ash changes shit so much over the years. And then people go back, and I don't know if they actually watch the videos and like what he's saying in them at the time, but they'll just kind of take one of his old videos like that and re-upload it. I mean, Julie does a pretty good job of just clipping certain things, right? But a lot of the other people in Onpassive don't. It's almost like they don't watch it. So they'll like re-upload a video in 2020 of Ash saying something like, oh, all 50 products are done, so this is starting now. And then people will watch it today that are O founders and they'll think it's from right now. And they'll be like, oh my God, Ash said this. And it's like, no. Or what will happen is the info that he gives in the video is no longer the case today. Like someone will repost, for example, the video where he says you can have a refund in Onpassive for life, right? And then now they're saying no more refunds, right? Right? So like they'll take that video and then they'll post it up today when now you can't get any more refunds. And so posting up a video where Ash is talking about how you can always get a refund is not a smart thing to do. It's not a smart thing to do, you know? Tanya posted today to only listen to recent things Ash said, right? And I mean, Tanya's not wrong in that one because it's like you shouldn't be going back grabbing videos from 3 years ago because a lot has changed in that time and it's not relevant anymore. So it's like, you know, it's useless. And that's kind of why a lot of the webinars that they do are kind of useless right now. It's like until they actually know what's going on, it's a lot of wasted time, right? Because the information doesn't even matter in a few months' time. So it's not like these videos are timeless videos that you put up and then they're still going to mean something in several months. But if you react to Onpassive and put out videos about them, your videos saying that they're a scam and correcting all their lies will be timeless, even in 6 years. So there's that. There's that. How recent is Ash really? We haven't seen Ash since October 3rd. So, you know, there's that. There's that. If it isn't in the OES, it isn't real, right? But then you have like Chris and Marty coming out here and doing webinars where Marty says, oh, well, I texted with Ash just the other day. We text all the time. And he said, you're going to be excited really soon. That was a few days ago now that they said that. So technically something's supposed to be happening right now this weekend. A big exciting thing that Ash told them and they told everyone about. So it's like, of course, people are now wondering what the hell's going on. Like they keep hyping them up for something exciting to happen and then nothing happens. And then they're like, okay, but why do they expect something to happen, man? I just don't get it, man. It's like we come out here and we tell them something exciting is about to happen. And then they actually expect something exciting to happen. Like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Sorry. A little bit of Cheech and Chong came out of me or something. I don't know what that was. But that's what the problem is. That's a lot of the problem here. And they would have a lot less issues if they didn't do that. But the problem is that there is nothing to do here. And Marty and a lot of these O-founders that do these regular lives and post regular videos about Onpassive, they're honestly so horrified that if they don't post a video for one day or don't stream for one day, that people are going to automatically leave. And I think it's because they know that they almost have these people in like this weird trance. And once they kind of step out of the trance, their critical thinking skills are going to kick back in. And they might rethink some things over here and come to the realization that nothing's going to happen. They're like horrified. It's almost like Ash not being around is putting everyone on more edge, which is not good for them, but it is good for us if we want this cult to end. I mean, in the life cycle of a cult, right? That's all good stuff happening. In the life cycle of a cult, you want that. So, good for us, not so good for them. It is now time for
a story time from Onpassive.
A story time from Onpassive. So for those of you that are in bed, perfect. Let me read you a little bedtime story because we have made it to the end of our amazing FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay. So it is time for a story time from Onpassive. The story time is an old story, an old tale. Back from August 19th of 2023. A nice little time capsule, if you will. I like the OES, it's my safe space. And it comes to us from Ram Ben, who brings us a lot of our story times. Should we maybe set the mood a little bit for this one as well? I don't know if I have another good one. Do you know what I do have here, though?
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
I was like, what's that doing here? Weird. Weird. Yeah, I feel like that goes. Saturday morning, terribly hot and steamy outside. The air conditioner struggles with the rest of its strength. It is already an old horse. In its war against the heat waves surrounding the house, I open my eyes to the day after the Onpassive events of Friday night and Saturday morning, which, according to the time of the country I'm in, began as early as 8 in the evening with the spectacular show on the Burj Khalifa and continued until midnight in the unforgettable webinar that made everyone who saw it understand even more what a wonderful world we're walking towards. And further, at 3 in the morning until almost 6, the show number 365 in a row of the most famous duo in Onpassive on the Roblin live show, and I, who could not be awake all those hours, begins to fill in the gaps. I will do this at home, in front of the computer, and also on a long trip that I'm going to do today. But with your permission, I would like to address a slightly different aspect than what I usually write. As soon as I wake up, I quickly grab my device and update the various WhatsApp groups on what happened while I was sleeping. In India, for example, the time will always be 3.5 hours after the time here. So there they update early in the morning, and I will be exposed to the events or updates of the night, if there were any, how days were. And this morning, one of the things that caught my eyes were the photos of Ash Mufarhi while he was a guest on the Roblin show. And I thought to myself, and not for the first time, what a leader we have. What a unique person, full of positive energy and a huge beating heart. I hope it's beating. And I look at the smile, at the laughter that rolls freely from him. I see a person that I want to be by my side along the way. Arranged marriage? And I don't see someone who is like him in the whole world. Certainly not of this magnitude. A human being who is simply going to change the world. And on his way to do so, he struggles and fights and strives and works and tries tirelessly and without ceasing. On his broad shoulders, literally, is placed a weight that any of us would have collapsed under it a long time ago. Okay, Ram, I don't think you know what literally means, but okay, sorry. We'll talk in a moment. Moving on. And he, just look at the pictures and then go to the YouTube channel and look at the whole show. It's simply above and beyond anything we could ever imagine. And we should all be infinitely happy that this is the man leading us. Link for the Rob Lynn live show. Yep, a link for the Rob Lynn live show, which we miss Rob Lynn live, right? I do. I miss Rob Lynn live.
You can get anything that you want at Asheville Forest Restaurant.
I miss all the shows. They don't really do many of their shows anymore. It's only really the Heroes webinar now. But there was a link, as you can see. And then there were these pictures posted. These pictures are amazing. They're amazing pictures. I love them. They're my favorite. Mufara smiling. Ash Mufara with a thumbs up and a backwards hat. Ash Mufara with his hat moved to the side a bit, holding the rim. And Ash Mufara with a big thumbs up, holding his hat to the side even more. He's so silly. Look how silly he is. He's so silly. But these are the pictures. So apparently he wakes up every day and looks at these pictures, which is kind of a scary thought. Like, you wake up every day to look at pictures of Ash Mufara. Like, what, you want him to be your boyfriend or something? Jeez. Sorry, I have a 10-year-old. So I'm like, these are the pictures you chose to look at? You couldn't find any better pictures? See, these are one of those moments where I'm like, these are the pictures. These are the pictures that you want to wake up and look at every morning to remind you who Ash is. Okay, then. Interesting choice again. So that is it, everyone, for this week's installment of
A Story Time from Onpassive.
And that is also it for this week's FriYAY with my Sayers of Nay. He's just a silly little guy. That's right. That's right. The blue faces. Yes, we did miss those. We do miss those. We do miss those. Mark says, such a beautiful and poignant story. Ash is truly wonderful. Let's stay positive and dream of pink unicorns flying around the Burj Khalifa. I agree. Let's just do it. Unicorn company. I actually haven't heard that very much. Remember, Ash is suffering from far less spa days since the OES went down, right? I am weeping at the thought of those candy floss fragranced unicorn farts. That's right. Who made that cap? I guess Ash Mufara. Yeah, it looks like an Onpassive hat, but I don't know. I've never seen it before. I don't remember that webinar. Now I kind of want to go and find it. I'm like, around August 2023, is that interesting? Gangsta. It's raining most our lives in Onpassive because we haven't got paid. That's their gangster paradise, you know? I try over here. Not very hard, I'll admit it. I'm sorry. So I hope that all of you enjoyed this week's FriYAY with my Sayers of Nay. In a few hours, I should be on Chuck Chases the Facts live, and we are going to be reacting to Cece, Chris from New York, Westchester County. So come over there and check that out. If you have time to make it, please do. This is the link to it right here. Right here. I am going to be on there at 6 p.m. Eastern. I am to go over there to react to some CC for a Flat Earth Friday. Please do come. Unfortunately, we have lost a really dear friend to the channel. Glober Mom was very well known in the Flat Earth area, and she unfortunately lost her battle with cancer about a week ago. And it's been not a great time for the community. So we just kind of want to get together, do a CC live stream, and just kind of have a fun FriYAY and Flat Earth Friday, you know? So I hope to see you guys over there. Please do come over there. I really, really appreciated Glover Mom being in the community. She was a great, fabulous, creative person. She's going to be deeply missed. But we're going to try to have a great, great evening. So happy FriYAY to all of my Sayers of Nay. I love all of you, and I am going to see you hopefully Monday. I'm not sure, though. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, in the next coming month, I might not be live as much as usual. So just, be ready for that. Might be a lot of announcement going, sorry guys, can't go live, got things to do. But I will do my best. So hopefully I see you all Monday. I love all of your faces. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. And like I said, I hope I see you again in a few hours. Mwah! We're in it to win it!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
And I'm your friend. And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but
yeah.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Happy Thanksgiving! Have a fabulous weekend, everyone! I love all your faces! Bye!
Stop going there!
See you at the
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufara.
Stop going there.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Cayenne.